Welcome everybody to the first official match of the Rogue Company Player League. I am Trick, and I'm here with my friend Kamika, and we're gonna be casting the first game. Like, woo!
Yes, first game. Super duper pumped, and it's between two good teams as well, Trick. 1Mentality, like you said, they're very, very solid. That's Uchuk, Empathy, Almistar, and higher. And up against them, they are going against Strike Pack, which is Nashex, Rixzy, Exorism, and Swift.
I think both teams are really strong. I haven't seen 1Mentality play before, but I know Strike Packs. I know my boys. I know that they're gonna be able to bring in a big kick. Now, I did see them pick the Rogues. Do you want to go over the Rogues that Team Strike Packs picked? Because I see a nice Rogues that I haven't really seen used on this map before.
Yes, indeed. So, for those of you guys that are wondering, the first map is going to be on Icarus. We'll go through the Rogue picks and bans now. So, the Rogues banned are Scorch and Trench, and now I will go through Strike Pack's Rogues, which they pick Seeker, Kestrel, Vi, and Saint. That's a whole lot of explosive capabilities, a whole lot of revealing going on there, and a whole lot of aerial denial. I think that's going to be a very oppressive setup there, Trick.
I think that setup's really strong. I do like to come out with the Vi because even though Vi got a nerf taking away tenacity, she still has a chance to get 125 HP, and her poisons are just so vital on a map like this. Now, going into 1Mentality's composition, I do say that they have a Seeker, Kestrel, Saint, and Ronin. Kind of the same approach, but instead of the Vi, they're running that Ronin. I wonder what they're going to be using the Ronin for as a way with smokes as defense. I've noticed that defensive has more smokes now running on the long side of B.
Yeah, I know that there are some places you can pre-place your Ronin knife. That's like the first thing that comes to my mind, especially on this map. If you're on the defense and they're trying to attack you on A, you can kind of put it in some spots that deny them immediate entry and slow them down. I mean, obviously there's ways to get rid of it, but it still involves wasting util on both sides, and it does delay the initial push.
I completely agree with you. One thing I like about this Ronin is that if you look at the other team's composition, they actually have no players with tenacity. So that nade coming in from the Ronin and the Kestrel is going to be huge against a composition like this, and Seeker for all that.
Yeah, not a lot of tenacity on either side, except for the Ronin, like you said. I mean, they do have Saint who can get the body armor, which, I mean, going up against Seeker, if you get naded by him, you're basically screwed. But, I mean, it's definitely going to help you up against other people. Like, we're not seeing a whole lot of Dahlia here because, you know, people have... I think she's actually started to fall out of the meta since you can't link with her and link with people anymore now that when they're down, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
Saint definitely taken her spot a little bit there because of that little change.
I completely agree. Now, I have a question for you. What do you think about the rogue bands coming out with Trench and Scorch? Trench, I didn't really expect it. I was expecting more of a Anvil type play, or even possibly a Seeker or a Dallas, because those two characters are very heavily used.
I totally agree with the Trench ban. If you're trying to attack especially, geez, he is just such an annoying person to go up against, especially when he can get 3 trophies very, very quickly. That just denies a whole lot of potential grenade kills in a meta where grenades are so dang strong with the introduction of Seeker and the weakening of tenacity. It definitely makes sense that you don't want to give your opponents any ways to counter those epic grenades. I mean, obviously you still have Anvil and all that, but I mean, I'm sure they would have banned both of those operators if they really wanted to.
I 100% agree. I'm surprised I didn't see 1Mentality go up with an Anvil, or even Strike Packs go up with an Anvil, because of the utility of the trophy systems. Now, Scorch, I think I personally knew was going to be insta-banned. Scorch is just so strong in this type of meta to where you're getting in their faces, you're trying to get out of grenades, and just that she can sit in Molotovs and be able to sit in it and live. So it's so much utility against a team that runs a lot of, I would say, mollies with Vi and the Kestrel. I think that the pick with the ban Scorch was really strong in my opinion.
I think so too, especially when you're, say, on the attack, you want to ban... Well, sorry, no. If you're on the defense, you want to ban Scorch so that you can easily molly anyone off of sites, because you can't quite do that to Scorch. I'm sure that they were probably going to be picking that if it wasn't banned. As we do know, the picks do come after the bans, so I'm sure that was a little bit of an adaptation. They would have loved to play with Trench or Scorch, but not going to be quite the case here. Trick. Anyways, we are just waiting on one more player. He's having a little bit of an issue getting the anti-cheat set up, but as soon as that is done, we'll be getting going on in here. Anything else you want to really talk about here, Trick?
Looking at these maps, I am curious, is it Mentality on defense or Strike Packs on defense? Because I can't really tell from the match list that I'm looking at currently. Do you know by chance by being in the observer?
scrolling up. It does appear that... Oh, you're right. I can totally tell from the observer view. And it does appear that on the attack first is going to be 1Mentality. So that definitely is going to be... You see that 1Mentality, they've actually got significantly less, I guess you could say, nades explosive capabilities than their opponents. No, actually...
I think...
No, it's actually about equal now I look at it.
I think Strike Packs actually has the advantage here on being defense first because of the play with the Vi. Because that Vi is going to be able to throw it if they go to the B bomb site. If all he has to do is throw his Vi poisons inside of the cut, and then they can either push long or push onto the site. And that, in my opinion, is a big reason why I think Strike Packs will come away on this map.
Oh, so you're calling it already? You think that Strike Packs is going to win? Not like totally, but you're giving the edge to Strike Packs.
100%. I think Strike Packs' composition is better overall with the Vi. I think that 1Mentality's the pick with the Ronin is really strong. I'm just worried about how they're going to utilize the Ronin, if either they're going to go mainly towards nades or smokes. Because if they go more towards nades, it's a different story. If they focus on the Ronin getting double smokes before even upgrading his nade once, that might be a big factor in it.
Yeah, I mean, it really does depend on how these guys come at this map. I mean, when you're on the defense, I'm sure that they're going to be really stacking hard A, but at least in my personal experience, B, especially with someone like Seeker and the bounce grenades and less tenacity and stuff like that, B has been a little bit more of a more attainable site, if you will, their trick. Especially if they do go the double smokes, like you said, they can totally get on in there. And speaking of getting on in there, Trick, we're going to be getting in with the match. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you the first match of RCPL ever in the regular season.
I'm curious on who is going to be playing the Seeker for Team Strike Packs, because I haven't been really watching a lot on seeing how people play Seeker 100%. I think that when they first came out, I thought Dallas was still going to be played a little bit, but it looks like Seeker's fully taken over in this meta. I do like to play against Omnistar and Nashex. You have a little mouse and keyboard versus controller action here. Let's see what is the word I'm trying to think of? Which is better, controller, mouse, and keyboard? I couldn't think of the word. Sorry, Comic.
You're good. But yeah, talking about the Seeker, I can definitely see why he's supplanted Dallas in the current meta, because Dallas can only reveal one person at a time. Seeker can reveal many. Seeker, his ult also does regenerate after a little bit of time, so you can use it more than one time in a match, even without having to get a kill. So you see, Nashex is thinking the same thing as good old Amistar is over here. And now, I don't really know, dude. I think that it's going to be a really interesting thing to see here, how they start off. You see the Seeker already getting the grenade, so he's putting it all in the line here. He's got to get a kill with that grenade, otherwise he's basically going to be down in the dumps in the second round.
Here we go. Let's see where they're going to take off. I personally, when I play competitive on this map, A was very strong, but I wonder how B is going to be able to be taken more. It does look like they are going to go A in the first round. I think not Joker being there by himself might be a little bit of an issue, as they are doing a 3-1 split, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see. They're already backtracking here. Joker, he's backtracking as well. He knows the gravity of the situation. If he does get caught out quick, he's their healer, and that would be really tough. You see on the minimap, we can only see the blue team on the minimap, unfortunately, but you see they're still stacking up here. They've got one chilling in mid, but I mean, they haven't really made any serious grounds on the attackers yet. Vi, I kind of dig this spot. You can sort of see if they're... I dig the spot, yeah. Go ahead.
I think, but what it looks for here is that they might be executing onto the site. If you can see Hire getting ready to chuck his nade, they're calling out what they see. If it looks like Not Joker is completely rotated to A, so they completely change up the way they're playing, and Nashex is now playing on the Seeker on long. It does look like Nashex just is throwing his Seeker to reveal people inside to know if they need to rotate or not. Nashex doesn't see anyone, he's looking to rotate back.
Yes, indeed. Still full util here for Chuck. He's thinking about where to put it. He puts his grenade, gonna get absolutely nothing for it. Now they're trying to figure out a way to execute on the site, like you said, and in goes, what's her name there, Ronin, and very adequately covered by the Kestrel. That is a cash money plant situation for them. No one has died yet, but a lot of util has been wasted.
A lot of util has been wasted from Team Strike Packs, which is weird for me to see Exorcism already wasting a Vi and not waiting till waiting till the bomb planted. It does look like he uses Molotov. We have Nashex here throwing a Seeker long. Didn't see anything as Nutjoker gets on the 1 HP. Omnistar setting up for a good spot. Uchuk getting a dart down. Looks like they're starting their retake, and it's a 4v4 retake here.
Yes, indeed. They're really trying to break in here, but with half the time gone, but also half of Ronin's health gone away to Joker. Apparently, that health isn't going to help.
Chuck gets it down.
Maybe he does. Oh, they're hopping on the plant here, my dude. They're hopping it on. And he's going to totally catch him out of it. Revive comes off, and he might be able to just help him out here.
They're in a 3v2. Knock from Not Joker. Joker's trying to get back on the plant. Empathy with the down, and it looks like... What a play.
Dude, so much was going on there. I was having a hard time keeping up with all of it, if I'm totally honest with you. But
so was I.
That's going to be...
That's a round win.
That's going to be 1Mentality.
1Mentality.
Big run on attack.
What a great play from 1Mentality. Being able to take both the players down from long, get a res, and be able to rotate back and still be able to watch that bomb. Great plays from Empathy there.
Yeah, Empathy, he really played his life very well there. He turned the corner, got it down, and didn't need to thirst for the full down, even though he knew he was going to get res, just because he's just trying to play that time out. That's all you really need when you've got such little time remaining before the bomb explodes, which inevitably it did. And now they seem to be going full A again here, my dude. I'm kind of curious to see. Yeah, they're still devoting quite a few people towards mid and B. But, oh, that's a really tough kill to give away for higher.
Play. What a play by Exorcism, playing super aggressive on the corner that Amistar didn't dart. I'm curious as to why they didn't dart. He's wasting a Vibe Poison. I don't think he needs to waste these Vibe Poisons, in my opinion. I think he saves them for the retake, but it does look like they are going to set up for a long smoke push from Team 1Mentality.
Yeah, it definitely seems like they gotta do something here. Waiting for his arrow to regen, I think. He does totally have time to do that, but he's still allowing... Nashx hasn't even used his yet. He's gonna use it to check the site, and I think he gets a little bit of something for it, but his isn't gonna be able to regen for a long time. And you see, he's waiting for it to regen, and he's gonna try and reveal again. He sees all of them there, might be able to call out for a rotate, or he's gonna get a cash money grenade in on Not Joker. Plant coming off now as well, Trick.
And it looks like Nashx might be able to kill the planter here as they're all full aggressive. Nashx whiffs his nade. Chuck gets it down to Exorcism as Nash trades that. Not Joker thirsts Chuck and is now in a 2-on-2. Omnisword pushes up long and knocks Nashx as Not Joker goes in for the trade. We're in a 2-on-3 situation here. It looks like two people are about to be peeking him.
What?
Omnisword gets another down and Not Joker trades him, but Swift gets the down to Empathy. And Team Strike Pack gets the round. What a play from the long position to kind of bait out a res to get a trade.
I mean, that was a really good way to get into the site. I totally thought that they were going to get away with that, even after succeeding the first full kill to their opponents, if I'm totally honest there with you. But that's a very much needed round in the hands of Nashx, Exorcism, and the rest of Strike Packs. If they had lost that round, it would have definitely damaged their confidence, especially with the fact that they're on defense. I mean, defense isn't all that it used to be on this map, but it still is definitely where you want to be to get the wins.
I 100% agree. I think that their composition that they are running is mainly very defensively heavy, and I think that's why they picked it this first half.
Wow, look at that Amistar. He's getting quite a few bit of downs there. Higher, he's been having a little bit of a hard time. I mean, in the first round, he definitely helped with the plant situation, but definitely didn't help getting that first blood. I don't think, like you said, he anticipated him being that close. He's running with the knife again, but no one's going to be there again.
A too long peek. It looks like Nashx, and I believe it was Nashx and Joker both peek long there as Exorcism calls that he sees one inner. He's going to hopefully be able to get a shot on the shoulder, lower his HP, and let their presence be known. I think they might be rotating off to B here. No, it looks like Chuck with the bomb as the Ronin going to get smokes out inside and plant the bomb. Exorcism has an angle. He can throw a molly here, but it doesn't look like they put. Not Joker gets it down. Higher just doesn't peek and try to get the trade. Nashx fighting up long. It looks like they're in a 4v3 situation here.
Yeah, Amistar, he's in a little bit of a pickle here. They got bombed down on site, but not planted. Exorcism gonna kill Higher now as well. That is mega unfortunate. And Nashx with another cash money grenade. Oh man, Exorcism re-downing Higher. Everyone's down for the count, and that will do it. That is gonna be another solid round into the hands of good old Strike Packs. Name obviously being ironic because, you know, they're obviously not doing it for real. Moss would pick it up.
Obviously. I think that play could have been saved with smoke grenades. I'm not sure if the casting if it picks up smokes on the observer.
It doesn't.
I hope they fix that.
Smokes are invisible on the casting.
So there could have been a smoke there. We don't know. But I think if there was no smoke there, that was a play. That was just a mistake by Team 1Mentality not being able to throw a smoke and be ready to plant.
I mean, the fact that they've still gotten 1 out of 3 rounds is not a bad position for them to be in, but we are starting to see a little bit of their shortcomings now after that first round. Maybe some not so coordinated attacks, like you said. Higher, he wasn't quite able to get the repeat there. Maybe he was weak. But either way, communication not totally there. Exorism getting away for
gets
free.
it down.
Getting away for free with that kill, and he's gonna get on away surely with it. Or not! Apparently I was dead wrong there.
It's like Omnistar gets the down on, and Uchuk also gets the down on Nashix. It is a 2v4 situation here. Drone is coming out for one player. They already got up. Higher gets another down on Joker and Thirst Joker along with Nashix. We are in a 2v4 situation here. It does look like they are going to be pushing up long. Vi Poison does know. Looks like they push into the site. It looks Swift gets it down here onto Uchuk. He's re-peeking. Hire's going to wide swing on him, not get any bullets down. It does look like they are looking for a push. Omnistar peeking wide. Exorcism down to 100 HP. I thought he was lower. But it does look like the Vi Poison did go off. Hire's still just trying to peek. It looks like they are going to be going for a full rotate. Swift already ready, and Omnistar already calling it out. Omnistar here being hopefully able to hold off Swift, and it looks like Swift might be rotating back for a re-long push.
Yeah, he's definitely just going to be making sure that he is still there. That's a good use of it by Omnistar. He also wanted to make sure that his other friend wasn't back there with them. Making sure that Exorism and him are not totally together. Exorism getting a solid pick on Embassy. That is tough. But you see, they're both separated. If they can just realize this and fight one together, that is another tough kill to give away for Hire. Oh my goodness, Uchuk trying to take him down, but now they're together. How do you get to this position?
1v1
it's a
situation,
1v1.
Swift versus Omi. Swift is not having abilities, and Omi wins the gunfight! What a round from Omnistar, being able to hold him back, coming around and finishing that clutch, but what a round by not Joker, getting 3 downs there to almost bring that round back for them.
Dude, I can't believe they actually got to that position. They almost 2v4'd them, and they weren't even together for most of the time. They were just separated. If they could have figured out that the two defenders were still separated, I'm sure they would have been able to play that a lot better, or they could have just held it down. Either way, it's not going to be feasible for them to push you out when they're so divided like that. You know what I'm saying, Trick?
I completely 100% agree with you. I think that this is a round for if you were team 1Mentality, you do go A here, but it does look like they are going to be going for a B push again. I wonder if because the B's work 2 rounds in the row, they just stick to it, or if they rotate off and go A late.
Yeah, definitely seem to be going A right now. Swift doesn't seem to be too much in the know of this, but he's definitely gonna know now. Exorism putting some big fat love taps on Omnistar, but getting nothing for it besides information. Empathy gonna be trying to just back it up here a little bit, I guess, here, Trick. They're gonna reveal everyone over here courtesy of the Omnistar here, but I mean, they're not really gaining much ground for this intel, and that really plays into the hands of the defenders.
It looks like Ezreal is going to waste one of his white poisons, throwing him long, not as Nashix gets it down on Omnistar. It looks like they are going to get the res, but it does look like Nashix is going to be getting aggressive long. It looks like he backs up, but if you look on the minimap here, I believe Swift is already super up aggressive onto their flank. So whenever they're ready to go, Swift is ready to flank them. It looks like Kestrel did waste her ultimate there, and no more vibe poisons left for Exorcism and co. As Hire is getting ready to throw a knife and look for stuff. It looks like getting shots coming down from Exorcism, getting Higher to 38 HP, throwing a knife, almost hitting that knife. Swift is still just waiting for his team to call. They're waiting for the plan. Oh my god, what a kill by Hire. Hire gets it down. Nashix traces it down on Omnistar, and the bomb gets dropped. Swift misses his nade. It looks like it is a 2-on-4.
I mean, Nash with the intel is just coming up so huge. He's also denying the positioning here. He's gonna see that they're getting the revive, and he totally calls it out. Team push for the win. Nash X and Strike Packs gonna be still keeping the lead here barely on their defensive side.
What a round by Strike Packs, just being able to know exactly when to pinch, letting that res get up from the Saints so that way they're able to get even more money on the down and the finish. So that way now they even have more money to buy more utility. In my opinion, I think that was a great play. I see a lot of util coming out early, which I think is actually, in my opinion, a little smart. It can be like a good and bad at the same time. I think that if Team 1Mentality saves their util for a little bit longer and executes with their utility, they will be able to win this round.
Yeah, I agree. You've been seeing Exorism has been trying to do some early delays with the Vibe Poison. So if they can just let him waste all those, then he'll be basically without really much use in them. They're going to be checking this long area again. They get absolutely nothing. Swift, he's getting pushed in the meantime, though, and it looks like he's been getting really, really hit upside the head, but his teammates are coming to his aid now.
Like Omnistar getting down the 1 HP. It looks like the whole team have rotated B here. It looks like Exorcism and Nash are holding their middle. The only way they can rotate out is through their spawn and back to A, which they are calling right now. The middle player is going to be able to see them all rotate back, and they're going to instantly be ready to take the fight at A. I think that this is a smart play from both sides, but I really think that Empathy here needs to come in clutch with the C4 on Exorcism here.
Yeah, you see, Higher, he's getting there. Empathy. Does he have his C4 in his hand? No, he does not. He's just third person peeking it. He's going to be calling in the ult, though, and that is a nice little pick on Exorcism there. Sight now well and truly in their hands. Nashx trying to figure out exactly what to do here, but, oh man, so many kills going either way, and it leaves them in a 3v1.
It does look like Not Joker's going to death down one, but Omnistar's going to finish that off. Did you see in the kill feed that they got a knife kill?
Yeah, they got a Ronin Dart kill.
They got a Ronin Dart kill and a knife. I saw a knife and a Ronin Dart get a kill for that. That is a crazy round just for their being able for them to calculate when they're going to throw their dart and the knife to be able to get both those downs. That was an incredible round from 1Mentality. Look at Omnistar here, 10 downs, leading his team to the victory. As we see Exorcism doing the same thing with 11 downs. But if you look at the revives, I do think that this is going to be a big game for the medics. The medics need to keep getting revives every single round. As you can see, Empathy's doing a great job, and so is... Who's their Saint?
Their Saint is Not Joker.
Is Joker. Got it. Not Joker doing good on the Saint as well. I think this is a very good match so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really good. Both teams have been countering each other very, very well, but it seems that, I don't know, Exorcism, he's been doing a great job, but as soon as they run out of their Five Poisons and denial, area denial stuff, they seem to be really, really getting hit out hard, and the ability to hold after that is just seriously, seriously lacking. Been a little bit revealed here by Omnistar, and they seem to be not too comfortable with the push, too covering mid, so I'm kind of curious as to how this goes down here. They're obviously just looking for picks here, but I'm not quite sure if they're going to be able to get them here, Trick.
I don't think they're going to be able to get them until they go to plant the bomb. This is going to be all relying on these smokes here. If these smokes get down in a good spot that NPC throws, I think they're going to be able to get the bomb down, and we're going to have a retake. One thing I've noticed so far is that Exorcism hasn't used a single Vibe Poison that we've seen. If he holds his Vibe Poison, I think this is going to be a very crucial round for them.
Yeah, I'm sure Nash is telling him the same thing that we're noticing. Ami, he's going to be getting pretty much reveal on every single person. Higher, in the meantime, going for the plant, and oh, that is a good little kill from Exorcism. He's been doing that all game, my friend, and that is going to make things a little bit harder, but not as hard as it would have been if Omistar hadn't gotten out of there one shot and now is back up to full health.
Looking at this right now, it does look like Exorcism is throwing his Vibe Poison out, and they are going to make an inside push to defuse the bomb. It does look like someone is defusing could be defusing the bomb. As look at the nade by Swift. Swift gets empathy, but Utrecht gets a double down with the nade. It looks like they are all going to get back up, and we're back in we're a 4v1 situation right now with just Omnistar. Omnistar going to have to peek this, and it does look like Swift is going to get the end of that. What a nade by Utrecht with the double nade, but with the feed, I didn't even notice. Nashix got 2 down there instantly with Exorcism getting it 2 as well. What a round from both of those players.
Honestly, yeah, a whole lot of cash money grenade throws. And you really are I'm really starting to think here, Trick, how different of a game would this be if they had the trench in here? Or an anvil, in fact.
This game would be completely different. I don't think you would see a nade get thrown until every single sword, every single smoke, every single EMP was thrown out of them, whatever they had.
Something interesting, though, is if you can aim your Kestrel ult correctly, you can get rid of quite a few of the trophy systems, because it's one trophy system per projectile, and all of Kestrel's, Halo drones, they all count as one individual projectile. So if you can play your cards right and they stack their trophy systems too close, you can actually get rid of all of them.
Nash is getting it down with the bat. It looks like Exorcism is going to start getting aggressive, doesn't know where Omnistar is, and is going to have to back up. It looks like Nash is playing aggressive, getting it down on Omistar, getting the thirst on it. It does look like he is going to get the kill on Empathy as well, and could get the kill on Utrecht here. The rest of the team moving up, trying to get Utrecht. Utrecht having the backup. Utrecht down. It's all down to just Higher, and he's flanking them behind. What a play by Team Strikeback. It looks like Team Strikeback is going to move throughout the whole entire map together, as Higher is just going to try to see if he can get all the money he can before the last round of the half. It does look like Higher is getting flanked that he doesn't know of. They're literally running around. He just now hears them. He has his sword out. He misses his sword on Swift. He is going to, unfortunately, probably going to get down, and Higher gets it down on Swift, but Swift gets the round. What a play by Nashx, throwing that bat and getting the down, even then for him able to move up and get the 3K.
Halftime.
Yeah, so we're going into the halftime at 3-5. Honestly, Trick, I think that's still a darn good attack from 1Mentality. Like, usually, if it was like 4-4, then it would be even better, obviously. But usually you see attackers struggling a lot more. But since the update, we've seen things kind of be a little bit more difficult for the defenders. Now, switching sides, going into the attack. I'm curious to see how Nashx and his guys do on this one. They're set up very, very nicely in terms of util and information capabilities to get this stuff done and get some good site control and intel and revives. They've pretty much got a very well-rounded setup here.
I completely agree. It does look like 1Mentality is going to be pulling out at the Talon right here. I do think that is a smart play if they do put the Talon on the A bomb site and they just he just throws his Talon dart and instantly rotates. So that way they already know when they have to play for retake. I'm not sure how Strike Pack is going to be taking this. If they're going to be hard just pushing B a lot, being able to take the inner control with their Vi poisons and being able to just flood the site. Or are they going to take a more approach to where they're going to have players flanking and players being able to be in spots to get picks?
You know, I've kind of seen it both ways with the Talon. You can either throw your dart on A and get some intel like that, or you can throw it on B and just full stack A and mid, just so that you can, you know, have the dart play the role of somebody else and you can instantly rotate as soon as you see someone rotating here. And it looks like he is actually going to be playing it on B. That's a great idea because, you see, they're all going that way. He's going to know this now because of the dart and the util being thrown. Vi actually throwing the util, so you definitely know that they know. Just delaying for everyone else to get in position. But here comes the attack from Strike Packs.
It does look like they have 3 players out mid. Exorcism not knowing where the team is, and the Kestrel all being shot in the site, I believe. I don't know exactly where the Kestrel went. Exorcism throwing a Vi. It does look like Higher pushes site and instantly regrets pushing the site, as Exorcism also just sees Uchuk. Exorcism getting shots on Uchuk, getting Uchuk down the 1 HP, pushing Uchuk. Uchuk might be able to live here, throwing a Molotov, and Uchuk's down. Swift also getting down an NPC there, and it's all up to Omnistar trying with the flank, and Swift does get that kill.
Yeah, that's a great cash money attack, especially on the pistol rounds. You know that a lot of the people on the defending side, especially the Seeker, I don't think he's going to be able to buy a gun now, my dude. Oh, well, I'm proving completely and utterly wrong there by Omnistar. He did get, I think he actually got enough kills or something, or he didn't. No, he actually didn't buy a grenade. He actually bought the sensor, which I actually completely agree with. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room to still have some good utility, but not bankrupt yourself if you lose the first round.
I completely and utterly agree with that statement. It does look like Nashx is going to looks like they are going to be landing towards a B again. I wonder if they land towards the B side and go A, and how Uchuk is able to stop this better next time, because it doesn't look like Uchuk threw a Vi poison last round to stop them, just a Molotov. Here we go. Nashx throwing out his dart. He's seeing Higher and Uchuk. Higher pushing aggressive. Ooh. Higher gets it down on Nashx with the sword. Omnistar gets the thirst with his bow and arrow. It does look like the two teams are fighting, 2 players are fighting out towards mid, towards NPC. Omnistar is 1 HP. It does look like they are just going to be playing slow here. Exorcism has a very good angle of NPC peaks here to try to get a kill. I think they're going to be trying to play for the middle and try to get kills middle and get the bomb that way. What do you think?
Honestly, I have no idea. I think they're just going to try and get a little bit of a pick here. I know that they see NPC, but he does have a little bit of help here from Omnistar, so they got to do a little bit of a 2-pronged attack. They have to keep the guys inside of the site busy so that Higher and Omnistar don't go and chow out at them. It's a really difficult spot for them to be in with the bomb so far up, and they don't really have a whole lot of util or manpower to take it back there, Trick.
It does look like Swift is going to get people off the site, but has Uchuk try shooting, but Swift gets absolutely destroyed. It looks like they are going to be pushing through mid here, but they have 2 players sitting in mid. NPC Higher gets it down with his knife again, and Exorcism trades it. He does. They are calling out where Swift is. Omnistar knows where Swift is. If he's able to get anything off or try to res Uchuk, this round could be saved. Omnistar going for the res on Uchuk. NPC is ready for the push in case they do it. And it does look like they're splitting B. 1 player, 2 players on the B bomb site, having the back Swift off.
Yeah, it looks like this could be a really tough position for them. I mean, they have to go in now. It's literally now or never. And now they're all really starting to hunker down on it. But the rotation coming in is going to come just in time. Swift literally going to get this plant off with a few seconds to spare. Exorcism trying to watch for the rotation just to get a little bit of a cheeky down. And I think he's totally going to get it. He's just waiting so patiently. He gets all of their backs to him. And this might be a play from the back here. It's a 1v1 now here. FPC turning the corner. He's going to put a lot of shots into him. And he does totally save that round for his team. It should not have been that close though, Trick.
It should not have been that close at all. I think 1Mentality should have won that round right when they got the bomb down. They should have played a little bit more aggressive up playing in that courtyard that they were trying to, where the bomb was down at. Instead, they played it really well. Unfortunately, they didn't check where Exorcism was. Exorcism with a clutch trying to get 2 downs, but unfortunately couldn't get that 3rd down. What a play from NPC, who right now, if we look at the scoreboard, isn't doing as much as everyone else because he was playing safe in the first half, but coming in clutch when he's needed to.
Yeah, I mean, he's been getting a whole lot of revives. He has almost as many revives as not Joker. So yeah, like you were saying, a lot of these healing characters really help and get the job done. As we've seen, like the team that usually gets blooded first usually loses. So dying early really hurts your team, especially when you can't get anything good for it or the trade. Anyways, it seems like they're not really being deterred too much from going to B, going for a little bit of a early wing in here with the, oh, good shot on you, Chuck. He does totally take him down, and I think that's going to be total site control, or not. Wow, or not.
Higher gets a grenade kill on the Swift. He's going for that. There's on the Swift, does get it, but he gets traded out. I don't think that was worth it, in my opinion. It does like they are getting the res, but the middle players might be able to see where they're getting res at, and unfortunately it doesn't look like that, and they are fighting towards middle right now. Swift shooting his Kestrel all down towards there as they're getting ready to retake from spawn.
Yeah,
doesn't
totally
like they do know.
Totally not worth the trick because they didn't even get the full kill here. You see, the guy who he was trying to finish off is standing right here in front of us. So, oh, that's a good little kill from Omistar in middle. Gonna take down one of their star players and the reviving ability. Granted, he already used it, but it's no more quick revives coming on in here. Nashx gonna be chowing on Omistar. Uses the freaking, what's it called there? The stim shot, excuse me. Does totally get the better of Nashx, and it's a 2v1 here. 2v1, Exorism sitting patiently with his 125 health. He's gonna catch Empathy coming in solo. He sees them both in here. They're trying to figure him out, but he's gotten them both one shot. And Empathy has to do something huge here, but he totally cannot. Gets his dome pierced clean open by Exorism, who is really picking it up for his team. He is triple-double right now.
What a play by Exorism there, being able to take the 1v2. I think that was a poor play by both parts, being able to let each other get downs like that. I think that round was very sloppy from both sides, but I really do think that was a big clutch by Exorism in a 1v2 at about 35 HP. If he doesn't win that, if he doesn't even get the extra health, I don't think he wins that fight.
Yeah, honestly, the fact that we're still seeing that Vi is really good even without tenacity, like you said. The fact that she can get up to 125 HP is incredibly useful, especially in situations like that, even when it doesn't go away. I mean, especially because it doesn't go away. Throwing down a little bit of gas grenades there, and he's going to be getting revealed, so he knows that it's a B hit. Just going to try and hunker it down a little bit better than the last time, though, Trick.
It does look like Embassy is trying to flash. He does get a hit marker on the flash, so he's trying to, I believe Embassy's trying to take control of middle and watch the rotate, as you do just see Not Joker throw the bomb. Omni start getting it down on Not Joker. That's a huge kill if they're able to finish that onto their Saint. And it looks like they do get the thirst onto the Saint. Nashx getting pushed by Empathy, being able and getting knocked by Empathy. Exorcism does get it down on Omistar and the finish. Empathy getting it down on Exorcism. That's Empathy's third down this round, and it's just in a 2v3 situation here. They're getting the res up.
Huge.
Higher getting it down, but Swift trading Empathy with the fourth kill of his round, bro. What a round by Empathy, clutching up when he needs to.
For real. I'm gonna be totally honest. I was starting to, I don't know, I was really starting to think B might be the way, but apparently they have found the way around it. They're really starting to come back in here. Only 2 rounds away from them now after that initial success on B. Your boys in strike packs have not had a whole bunch of luck. I think that might be a little bit of a good time for an A play or a little bit of a mid play for a pick and then adjust accordingly, because at this point it's just expected that it's going to go B, so why not change it up?
I completely 100% agree. I think the other team is thinking at the same time that they're going to go A this round. I do think that if they keep going B, they need to get onto the site faster and figure out a way to not get seen. As they just revealed High playing close with a knife. They know he's playing close. I think they're going to be baiting here and waiting for Exorcism to lurk around and get a pick. Higher gets down to 2 HP from, I believe, Nashx, and is now backing up. They do not know that I don't know if they believe Uchuk is on site, but Exorcism is now in a really good spot to kill anyone trying to rotate.
Yeah, I mean, all you really need is a solid pick here if you're strike packs, and then you're instantly in on the site. I think it's a little bit of a good thing for the defending side in 1Mentality that they've kept some guys over at A, because now you see, they're rotating, not putting all your eggs in one basket. Sometimes that can really hurt you, but in this case, it's really going to help him. And I'm sure he's got his dart down here as well. Nashx knows he's there, sees the C4 coming a mile away because he's got him revealed, and he easily dodges.
Yeah, it does look like we are going to be seeing A hit. Not Joker and Swift having the back out. Exorcism white peeking, getting absolutely destroyed. I don't know why he peeked like that without his team. They are going to get the finish on that. It does look like they are trying to peek long to take control. 40 seconds left in the round. Are they playing Higher and Empathy both on the same spot? Looks like they're rotating Swift down. Omnistar gets a nade on Swift. That's going to have to get a revive down. Higher 1 HP playing close. Not Joker getting it down on Uchuk. This is a big trade fest. Looks like Swift going to be using that ult, trying to push in. They are going to be getting... They're not going to be rezzing Uchuk. They're all playing outside. It looks like Higher is going to be getting... Not Joker to 1 HP. Nashek's trading that damage. Swift getting the thirst on Uchuk. It looks like Not Joker did get flashed here. Omnistar Higher Empathy playing for time here as they know there's only 10 seconds. Swift getting ready to push in. Nash pushing in with no gun out and the bomb out. All he got to do, Swift gets it down. He has to play the bomb. He's planting the bomb. Empathy gets it down, and it looks like Omnistar gets it down outside. What a round from 1Mentality. They are absolutely smoking them on defense right now.
Wow, I'm gonna be totally honest. That was great gameplay from both teams. They kept that round going straight up to its end. Not Joker, the main proponent of that. You see, main man has 10 revives. He could go for the quadruple double here if he gets some more assists. But anyways, like we're saying here, both teams are doing a very good job of keeping each other up. A lot of revives coming up from both sides. Empathy, especially, he hasn't gotten, I think he's gotten one since he switched off a Saint. But regardless, both teams are doing, well, Uchuk, is that a lag out?
It does look like Uchuk has lagged out of the game. I personally do not know if we are forced. Oh, he's here. I was about to say, and it does look like they are going B. It looks like they didn't see anyone drop B, so they're going to go fast B. Uchuk's not going to be there to stop it. And then they do get this bomb site for free. This is going to be a 4v4 retake. What an unfortunate event for Uchuk not jumping out of the plane.
Knocked him off the plant for a second. They're at least delaying themselves a little bit here, but it's still going to come down regardless, and maybe that's going to be a little bit of a waste of util for the retake now. Maybe poorly used there, I think, Trick. But, I mean, there's still, maybe not a little bit of a way back in here with only
Higher getting a trade on Swift. Uchuk going down as well. It looks like Not Joker getting a double down with the C4 there. Nashek's trading it on the Uchuk. Higher getting the thirst on Swift. We are in a 1v3 situation here. And Higher is pushing them from the back. He's getting pushed by one. He is able to see their arm. He does get Molotov off, and Not Joker's going to go down the Higher there.
That is mega unfortunate for them that Uchuk was not, I guess, a little bit AFK. Maybe he had to go and take care of his dog or something, or water his grandma or something like that there, Trick. But anyways, he is going to be not there and not ready to stop that push in from Nashex and co. Apparently, B is the play. Apparently it is, because it's still working for them. It's still working for them.
That's the first time I believe B has worked for them on offense.
No, it's actually worked like 3 times, I think.
It's worked 3 times? Oh, okay.
They've gone B every round.
That's very true. That is very true. I didn't even realize. I just wonder how 1Mentality is going to bounce back from a round where like that. It does look like they are going to be going A this round, though. I'm curious to see if they try to push a long push and try to take control of long. It looks like no one's peeking. They are playing all towards A middle with Nashex throwing the dart and baiting really well. This is a great play by Nashex. Getting the fake down. Omnistar preparing for Exorcism and Swift. And it looks like they are going to start playing for the retake as Exorcism does shoot. Embassy does get it down on Swift, pushing the site as the bomb gets down. Embassy flashbangs, gets the thirst, and might be able to get... Embassy whips on the thirst and now gets it. It looks like they are going to be pushing in the site. They know where Embassy is. Not Joker should be able to get a C4 kill here. Oh, it only gets him down to 20 HP. Oh, it does 100 damage. No upgraded C4. Feels bad, man. Now it looks like they are going to be playing a 3v4 retake with Nashex playing through middle.
Yes, indeed. Nashex can totally play spoiler in middle, and that looks exactly like what he's going to do. He's going to get totally found out, though. That feels mega bad. But, I mean, main man, Not Joker, still chilling here, killing Omnistar. He's going to have to push. Higher, going to totally bait him in there with the knife throw. You'll love to see stuff like that. They're going to knock him off with the Vibe Poison because he probably will die from that. He is going to take down one, somehow getting away until now. And now they do just barely get the defuse. He can totally tank all this Vibe Poison until it all goes away. Wow, that was close, though.
What a round from 1Mentality, being able to catch out the flank. What a sword by Higher. He's so good with those every single round. I feel like he's getting it down with those swords, being able to, that's such a big down for them. Look at the downs from the team and the assist from Uchuk playing the Vi. This is such good teamwork from both teams right now. 7-8. Can we get an 8-8?
Yeah, I think we probably will here unless they just have Uchuk sit in the plane, which is not what is going to be going down here this time, Trick. Now, I think there is a thing to be said about baiting teammates in a bad way, but Main man Higher baited his teammate in the defuse in a really, really good way. He's like, hey, they're gonna come for the defuse. I'm kind of using you as bait, but I'm totally gonna defend you at the same time. And that was huge, huge. You see he's got the knife and he's ready to do it again here, Trick.
I do see that. I see him ready to throw that knife. It does look like he is calling out that he just saw them go A. It does look like he's waiting for Nashx, but it looks like it looks like Team Strike Pack is going to be going for an A push. Omnistar might have revealed one with his bow and arrow, but I'm not 100% positive. Not Joker peeking long, not seeing anything. It looks like Omnistar is going to be throwing his thing. Enemy detected. He detects Exorcism, and he's trying to shoot it as Omnistar tries to get some shots out. Gets a headshot and another body shot. That's down 50 HP. Unfortunately, he is going to be getting that up. Exorcism throwing a Vide Trap onto Omnistar, but it does look like they're still doing a 2-2. This is a good time for Team Strike Pack if they really wanted to.
No!
But Higher gets the down on Nashx with his ult, and he gets the thirst. Now the bomb is planted though. Exorcism is having to play a full retake. It does look like they are not. No one's going to be flanking. It is going to be a 4-man push in front. Or else I am mistaken. Higher could be flanking.
Higher appears to be right there with him. He's in the sight with the knife again. It's been serving him well tonight. They know that Exorcism is a little bit weak, but they don't know where main man Saint is. They know that he's now on the inside, missing the knife for the first time that I've seen, at least recently here, Higher. But they've still got to hit these guys out a little bit. Do they have any utility to stop this with? It doesn't appear that they do. So they're just playing on the good graces of Exorcism here, who is covering their side. You see Higher, he's got his knife back, and he's trying to do the same thing to him again.
Yuchuk's sticking the bomb. Yuchuk's sticking the bomb.
He is.
Yuchuk's gonna stick the bomb. Yuchuk got the round. What a play by Yuchuk.
Bro, I cannot believe it. I totally can't, though. Because
I didn't even know he was defusing.
It's 8-8. Yeah, I totally heard it, and you see, that's why Higher was sitting in that position. I don't think he quite had his knife out, so he went in with the gun instead. Maybe that earlier knife miss made him like, you know what, I just want to make sure that we get this. The stakes are too high. Is now even higher, the stakes, as we are in sudden freaking death here, Trick. I think that it's going to be serious pressure on both teams, and it is a great way to kick off this season.
What a great way to kick off the season. I totally agree. 8-8 here. Exorcism with 21 downs. About to have a triple-double. But it does look like they are going to be going A. He's putting one on the flank. It does look like Omnistar is going to be able to call this out right away. It looks like this is a complete change from what they've been doing. They're playing a fast push A on the long. Yuchuk is not ready. Empathy getting ready with the flashbang, getting revealed. Nashx revealing the 3 players back there. This could be a really good play for them on this 9th round.
Oh, that's a nice little shot on Omnistar to just make him not feel like he wants to push. They do totally get the better of Empathy. That is a full kill. Plant going off. This is really good stuff, but the trade coming out. What the heck happened there? How did they not have anyone covering the plant?
Higher got a double.
Oh my god, that is huge, dude. Absolutely
Higher
huge.
picking up a back. He gets the down. It looks like it is in a 2v3 situation here. Omnistar isn't even here yet. Nashx getting the bow ready. It doesn't look like Yuchuk is sticking the bomb again. He hits Yuchuk for 80. Oh my god!
I'm astonished. I am astonished.
Omnistar clutching up, killing the guy long. Higher absolutely beaming the kid inside cut, and they win the round. 9-8 is your final, and that is the game. 1Mentality wins 9-8 against a team that I thought was going to mop the floor. 1Mentality showing that you don't have to be known as a player, as the best players in the game to be good.
Dude,
what a play!
I mean, obviously, like, even if you're not, like, known, you can still be very, very good. That's, like, something that I've learned throughout all my time in casting esports, is being known doesn't mean that you are the best. Because, I mean, 1Mentality is showing that even though that people on Strike Pack are definitely a lot more, I guess, popular, they still can go toe-to-toe with them. 1Mentality taking the first round 9-8, in case you guys just missed that. Pretty damn incredible there, Trick. I'm hyped, and I can't wait to see what this next map has in store for us.
I completely agree. I think this next map is going to be very, very crucial, in my opinion, to this team. If this team does not, I think that if Strike Pack's losing 9-8, they're probably getting a little bit of a tilt mode because they're like, who are these people? Why are they beating us? We were able to mop these kids in scrims or in tournaments before. What is happening? They're probably getting in a little bit of an argument with each other and trying to figure out what they're going to do to come back the next map.
Yeah, you would really hate to see it, like, if they get into an argument after that. It is totally a thing that happens in Rouge Company. Like, I think I've seen more teammates rage at each other in this game than any other esport in general. And, I mean, that's something that definitely has to be worked on if you want to compete with some of these other teams. I think the team that keeps their calm and does not lose full first wins. That's generally going to be the true case there.
I completely and utterly agree. I think this next map is going to be very crucial. Let's figure out what the next map is.
It's actually going to be Windward. We don't have any bans or anything on it yet here, Trick. So I think all these guys are just going to take a little bit of a nap or a break so that we can, well, between now and then. So I'm not quite sure when they are going to be doing it. Doesn't seem like they've done anything with it yet. But I think on that note is a good time to go to a little bit of a break. Don't go anywhere, guys. We don't quite have anything new to tell you just yet in terms of rogue bans or anything. We told you the map, which is Windward. And so, actually, you know what? We can say a little bit of something on this before we leave, Trick. We can make some predictions. What rogues do you expect to be banned, and what rogues do you expect to be picked?
To be honest, I think they're gonna ban Seeker.
Oh, maybe. I don't know, though.
I think that's gonna start becoming a thing. I think the way we just watched Seeker is a little bit. Seeker's very strong. I think he's probably the most strong character intel wise. So it's gonna make the player. I mean, it's gonna make people have to use Dallas and probably have to use the devotion. And if a player's not comfortable under devotion but is good on Seeker, that's gonna be a big issue for whatever team that is.
Yeah, I can really agree with that. Talon also can be a little bit useful on this map, but especially if you're on the attack. Like I've seen so many people use Talon as Dart to systematically clear out cannons and then the spawn and then things like that. So Talon is a very useful rogue on this map as well. Don't quite know what they're going to be picking yet, but if I had to take a little bit of an inkling here, I want full predictions here, Trick. I'll give you mine first. But yeah, banned rogues, I can agree with you. Oh, apparently Nash picks defense, by the way. Just a little bit of an update. This should be going real quick now. But anyways, back to what we were saying. I think the banned rogues are probably going to be Trench again, because Trench very strong on this map, as you do know. It's very easy to hold down A with Trench, with all those trophies, all that barbed wire. You barbed wire the front of the site and up the stairs, and it's very hard to push it. But yeah, also Seeker can be definitely an annoyance on this map. I don't think that anyone is going to be banning Phantom. Back in the old days, you would definitely consider it because this map just has so many long sight lines. But Vi, I've seen Vi banned on this map before, Trick. So I would have to go with either Seeker or Vi for the second ban, but first ban probably Trench or Scorch. Rogue picks. Yeah, go ahead.
For my bans, like I said, I think Seeker will be banned. In my opinion, I don't think Scorch will be banned. I think they might ban Phantom depending on how the teams are with Phantom. Like if I was playing a team like PMP or a team like Q Hamsters, I would definitely ban Phantom just so I can get those top players off that Phantom. I do think that for this map in particular, though, I could see a potential Ronin ban because of the way Ronin is played on this map a lot. And if teams want to get a little bit risky, they could ban Saint. I don't think teams are going to do it. I think a Saint ban is crazy, and I think it could work for the team that's been practicing without a Saint if they have been. But unfortunately, I think most teams are running without a Saint right now, so I don't think Saint will be banned.
You know what? I think that if Trench doesn't get banned and in place of Saint, we're definitely going to be seeing Dahlia because he got those double grenades. It just definitely... Banning Saint, it definitely leaves things open for Dahlia, especially if Trench isn't banned. Apparently, they're calling on Chuck to ban first. They're probably still thinking long and hard about this one, Trick, because, I mean, there's so many different possibilities like we're going over here. It always used to be Anvil banned on this map. It always used to be things like Dahlia banned. But now it's really just a little bit more go with how you feel. You know what I'm saying? It really a lot of these bans need to be tailored to, especially on a map like this, what team you're going up against, and it should be like target bans on a map like this.
I completely and utterly agree. I would also want to look at that last map and see who is playing really well. Hire's playing really well that Kestrel. Do you ban Kestrel to make sure that he's not able to play a character that is able on Kestrel that was mopping the floor with? Do you see a Vi ban come out because Exorcism will drop 22 downs with Vi? Do you see characters that aren't even played that much being banned, like on that is played more on this map? Do you see a potential Anvil get banned for the Anvil plants? Do you see there's so many options for bans and so many options for comps? You can see Lancer get banned. I 100% think Lancer will get banned. If Lancer gets banned, I'm going to lose my mind. Lancer's insane. Like there's so many, every character in this game has a way to be very strong. And it's just how your team wants to play around it. So any character can be banned. It's just based off of what you think the other team's going to run. What are your predictions for the characters that are going to get picked?
Well, obviously they depend on the bans, but if Trench is not banned, I definitely see Trench Dahlia, 100%. No chance that it won't be. But, yeah, it really depends on... Oh, apparently Trench is banned, so moot point. Chuck and the guys are going to be banning Trench, obviously because they're attacking and they don't want to have to deal with that kind of stuff. But I could definitely see an Anvil and a Dahlia being picked up in here because, I mean, there's a lot you can do on this map with flash grenades as well. So having 2 people immune to flashes could be absolutely huge. And if we do see a Vi ban, I would definitely expect to see a Phantom come out. And you might say, oh, why necessarily Phantom? But she actually got the Nightshade. Not too many people quite remember that. But if you're a Nightshade main and you got your Vi ban, you can always switch it up and go to the Intel op if you really like the gun and go Phantom. You can deny the sightlines with the smokes. You can get the grenades. You can get the life drain. You can get the sensors, which really help you in determining stuff. You can throw those in smokes, so it's really helpful in that aspect too, Trick.
I completely 100% agree. My comp that I think people are going to pick are a little bit different. I think that Seeker is going to get picked, and I don't think Dahlia or Anvil is going to get picked here. I think a Saint's going to get ran, and I think a Vi is going to get ran if it's not banned. It does look like
Kestrel.
What a ban. It does look like Team Strike Pack just banned Kestrel. I think that is a very smart ban. Going back on what I said earlier, Hire was obvious, in my opinion, the better Kestrel in that game. I think they want to get him off that character, make him flex to a character that he's not particularly 100% comfortable with, and being able to just see how he does on another character. With that being said, Kestrel was my 4th pick for the pick. Now I do think a Phantom is going to be coming out for probably one of the sides, just for the fact of, if you run a Vi and you run a Saint, you're able to cover both bomb sites with things like C4 and poisons. But with Kestrel being banned, you're not able to kind of, in a way, be able to stop the bomb plants as much, in my opinion, because Kestrel's really good at stopping bomb plants. So I think you're going to see a Phantom come out so she can throw her smoke on when the planter's planting, and you'll be able to get a shot through that smoke.
All right, so now that we definitely have our bans in, I would have to guess they're going to be going at least Vi again, especially for Exorism. He's probably going to be picking Vi again, based on how he did so well with her in that one. But yeah, I really I'm having a hard time here, Trick. I'm having a hard time picking these because, like you said, Phantom can be so really important there. Vi is also kind of does a little bit of a similar thing to Kestrel, but Kestrel does have a slight edge on her in the fact that you can actually kill somebody off the bomb even without, well, like, she has a bounce grenade and she has her ult, which can full kill someone. And your Vi poisons can't necessarily do that unless they're already weak. So Kestrel definitely a good ban, and especially because you can't get that early game econ going there. Kestrel, very smart ban, because like the more kills Kestrel gets, the better she is gonna get. And you can definitely, even if someone's like going toe to toe with you in the kills, if you're still getting a lot, you're gonna get a lot further than them in the econ department. You'll eventually surpass them and get all of your stuff right off the rip. And last thing I'll say on this is it really helps when you can get her ultimate ability, her $11,000 thing, where she can pick up her bounce grenade and throw it again after she downs someone. It's just such a good thing to have Kestrel.
I completely agree. It does look like we are seeing picks being made. It does look like here for Team 1Mentality, they did pick Saint as the first pick to be 100% played. Nashx then for Team Strike Pack picked Seeker 2 characters for his team. He picked Saint Seeker, and it does look like Uchek did pick Seeker there. I'm curious to see which team pulls out a Vi, or if they even do pull out a Vi or a Phantom. I think that Team Strike Pack will pull out a Vi on defense since they asked for defense first, but I'm just waiting to see if they're going to be able to pick that Vi up.
Yeah, Vi on defense, definitely the move, Trick. You see, they are going to be picking Ronin actually on the attack, which is great for post-plan, especially if you're going for A, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a good thing to do. You can throw your dart on the archway, and it basically puts it up to, they're either going to come from the front or they're going to come from the back, and you can get some easy setups going there. Or heck, you can even pick one side to hold. Like, you can even push through their spawn and say, okay, now we're just going to hold into what's up? What happened? Oh, Dallas.
I looked at the next pick. Sorry.
Seeker Dallas. Wow, I agree with that. I agree with that face you made.
That's why I completely agree with the Ronin pick. Sorry, I cut you off with just like that completely changes the game. They're going to be able to play. They're on defense too. No matter what, they're going to know where they're going. So they're going to be able to rotate very easily off of every time they go. And I think Nashx is probably going to be playing the Dallas here. I think he probably is the best Dallas in the game from what I've seen from other Dallases. And if he's going to be able to reveal people like that, hit his headshots, that's crazy. One thing I do want to comment, as it does look like a talent comes out. So there's double intel on both sides. No Vi, no way to actually stop bomb plants. The Ronin pick is very weird to me. It must be just a comfortable pick. Someone's like, I'm really good on Ronin. I want to play Ronin, because usually I don't see Ronins come out on maps like Icarus or maps like Windward. From what I've seen personally, I think that Ronin is kind of fell out of the meta, maybe because of the nade. She's coming back, and with her dart being able to do 400 damage potentially if you hit someone in the chest with it, that may be a reason. But that is a crazy pick from both sides, and I'm really excited to get into this match.
Yeah, strike packs, I'm not quite sure what they're going to pick for their last one, if I'm totally honest with you. They still haven't picked their Vi, so if that's my first choice for them, because they've obviously got their amazing Vi in Exorism. He got so many downs in that last game with Vi, and he almost went triple double, as you say, Trick. Your camera's a little bit tweaking out there, but it's all good. Anyways, we are going to be finally figuring out what these guys are picking. Oh, that's actually you typing. Never mind. But anyways, I think it's going to be equally likely that they... I don't know, man. Anvil would be pretty good here as well. But again, you got to play to the comforts of your own team. You know what I'm saying?
I completely and utterly agree. I don't know what's going on with my camera. On my end, it looks fine. There we go. We fixed it. I think it's more...
sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's more of a comfort to be pick here, as I think Nashx did go in the last pick, and it looks like they picked Phantom.
There we go.
Bro, my head is spinning. What is this comp? They are legit running Kestrel. No, not Kestrel, excuse me. Seeker, Dallas, Phantom, and what was their fourth pick? Saint,
yeah.
Saint. That is the weirdest comp I've ever seen in my life. They have 4 characters that can one-tap someone, essentially, with any given day.
I mean, I also wouldn't be surprised if it's... I think it's equally likely that we see Phantom holding down the mid push with the sniper, or it's equally likely that they have Exorism pull out the Nightshade with her and just play like an absolute speed demon. I mean, especially when you get the life drain going with her, she can be absolutely annoying to deal with when she's got that Nightshade and all those grenades, all those, literally everything. The sensors, it's just something that is hard to deal with a lot of the time. It does appear that everyone is in the lobby, by the way, Trick, so I anticipate us starting any second now, and it is 1Mentality's host now.
I wonder if 1Mentality is hosting it on a West server or an East server, because I do know that Nashx's team, which is Team Strike Pack, probably is hosted on East, which that, if they host it on West because they have a majority West, that is a big change for them. I think Team 1Mentality has an upper edge going into this map, just because they won the first map 9-8, their adrenaline's up, they're ready to win. Nashx's team probably a little bit upset, going to be very feisty, and I hope this goes to a map 3.
I think it definitely has that possibility. These are some interesting team comps. I haven't seen these exact comps before, but yeah, I literally don't know what to expect here. I literally don't know what to expect, because this is just so new to me, Trick. I think it's new to you too, and I'm sure it's new to everyone watching. Yeah. But we are getting started here now.
Demolition.
And it does look like we are getting started, like you said. I'm curious about this composition is that this is a defense too. Swift's team is that's all defense for them. It does look like Exorcism is going to pop with a Dallas Seeker with Nashx Swift on the Phantom. Ooh, and look, Joker is going to be playing the same. I have seen Swift snipe, and that guy is an absolute monster with the sniper. It does look like we are going to be seeing Uchuk playing the Ronin, and I do think that is just a comfort pick, in my opinion. Again, I think that he played Vi and Ronin last half as well, so I think it's just really his preference. He enjoys playing those 2 characters more than the other ones. And it looks like that's just going to be the picks that they're going to be running. I'm curious to see how they're going to utilize them again. Like I said, if they use them for nades, that's a very useful pick. But if they use them more for smokes, I don't know if it's going to be the greater pick.
Yeah, I mean, definitely going to be seeing the sniper coming out of Phantom this time. It's going to be really annoying to try and rotate around the map. This is a very big map, so I totally get the Seeker and the Dallas play, because, I mean, it's definitely beneficial with a map this size to know generally where these guys are at. You can totally get flanked. It's an easy thing to have happen, especially if there's a Lancer or something. Not in this case, but, I mean, it's definitely a good thing to have.
I completely agree, and it does look like we are going to be seeing Team 1Mentality going towards the B bomb site. Swift setting up with Nash. It looks like they're both playing, being ready to go. Nash chucking a bounce nade and getting it down with the Nash with the nade on Uchuk. Now fighting against Hires. It looks like they are pushing aggressive. Hire throwing something at Nash. I don't know what it is. His spectator is horrible. And it looks like they are going to be taking the B bomb site and planning. It does look like they are pushing up. Empathy with the bomb. Swift getting it down on the left side on the Uchuk. That is a huge down as Empathy now has to rotate. It looks like Team 1Mentality is jumping up and trying to get some shots off as Nashrix gets them all low. Nashrix repeats, get Omnistar, jumps up. Nashrix gets the third on Omnistar and Empathy, and it looks like Joker comes in for the back and kills Higher. What a hold by Team Strike Pack.
Oh, snap, dude, that is crazy. NashX was really giving it to him. We totally thought that he was going to pick the Dallas because, like you said, he's one of the best Dallases in the world, but apparently he is just as comfortable with Seeker. Exorism apparently very comfortable with the Dallas as well, but I mean, that round was all about NashX and how he was just able to piece them together, just play his sight lines very well as he peeked over the top, he killed one, instantly peeked back, saw the one top up, got him to do a 1v1 with him too. It's just him winning his 1v1s and making 3v1s into 1v1s.
I completely agree here. It does look like we are going to be seeing another B landing. I like the play that was set up last round. It does look like they are doing a 3-1, leaving NashX alone, shooting his dart, revealing all four. They might be playing for a rotate through cart. It does look like the other team... Looks like Not Joker is rotating through the middle, seeing that they're all pushing on the left side. Nash is calling this out, and it does look like they might be playing through middle as Nashrix and Swift. Nashrix gets down by Omnistar. Swift is trying to trade. Swift is using the Nightshade, gets down by Higher, and now we're in a 2v4 situation.
That is a tough break for Strike Packs, and now with 4 up, it's going to be even more difficult. They're trying to get together here, these guys. Yeah, you see they have kind of grouped up here. Bomb hasn't been totally planted, but they don't have to plant here. They could even, they've got their spawn as a complete and utter route here. They can go towards A and get that plant off. They have plenty of time to do it either way. Like, literally, this is so much control into the hands of 1Mentality here.
I completely agree. I think that this is a great rotate for them, and whoever their IGL has just made a great call to rotate out as they looks like they were going to be playing that. It looks like Not Joker and Exorcism are just going to be playing for exit frags, going down lower. Hire's going to be able to call this out on the Talon, which he apparently just rotated off of completely from not playing it last map. He has seen Not Joker and does see Exorcism. He's going to peek Not Joker, get both 1 HP. Omistar gets the thirst on Omistar, and Hire getting the kill on Exorcism there. 2-0 lead on the offensive.
Oh,
and in my opinion,
where did he get that? Where did he get that Nightshade from? Is Phantom playing the Nightshade?
Phantom is playing the Nightshade.
That is interesting. You said you were talking about how good of a sniper Swift is, but he's gonna opt for the Nightshade instead. Maybe he just kind of likes this one a little bit more. I definitely give props to Phantom Nightshade. It is a very underrated thing to pick, but I mean, it's definitely not helping them out as much as it was helping out Higher in that situation.
I completely agree. I think that this team that the defensive comp is a little bit different because they can't really stop bomb plants unless taking gunfights, which they are really good at. But it does look like we are going to see 1Mentality going towards the B. Excuse me. We are going to be seeing them pushing the B bomb site. Swift throwing his thing on market. It does look like he does get flashed by someone. Exorcism already in the middle with Not Joker being able to take a fight. Higher backing up as it looks like they are trying to fight Nash. It looks like Empathy with the bomb. Forgets he has the bomb. And they're trying to push out their spawn. Does get called out by Swift that they're pushing their spawn. And Uchuk does not know there's someone behind cart.
Ooh. I'm trying to get in there with Nash. There you go. He totally smokes one. And he gets away with it. He totally gets away with it. And now Exorism and Swift. I mean, Swift is here to help him out here. No help needed, though, as Nash totally putting them in the dirt. Higher, the only one left, and not anymore. He is the last one to die. It's looking like it. That was a really good defense there. They're making great adaptations here, Trick. They basically did something very similar to how they did in the last one, except Swift came up and he was absolutely huge. NashX was able to get out because of some of the stuff that Swift was able to do for him, and if you allow Nash to live, then there are other people on the other team are going to die.
I completely agree. I think that this map is better. I think that this team is better, that Strike Packs is probably going to be better on this map because they are long-range players. They are better at taking mid-range to long-range gunfights, where Icarus is very close quarters. I do think that this is a map that most teams are more comfortable with than Icarus, as Icarus hasn't been played in recent events, so I'm curious to see how teams adapt to it.
seems like they're going straight in for B again, but are they going to try and go straight into sight and hit Nash out? Or, ooh, apparently not going to be doing that because Nash totally putting a little bit of a halt to that by smacking higher with a grenade. I think they're actually going for a little bit of a push through marketplace here, and they get even more value for this push. It's looking really good here for them. Does hold the grenade, but still can't manage to kill. Exorism gets baited hardcore, and this is looking grim for 1Mentality.
Like, I completely agree. It is looking good. They are going to be getting that revive, so it will be a 4v1 situation as Nasix just now finishes off higher. Omnistar in a 1v4 here, bomb down. It looks like he's just going to try to play for his life and maybe play for some money, but unfortunately not. Joker's already in the middle, just waiting for him with the rainbow scan.
Yeah, that is some good coverage here from Strike Packs. They play together very well, and, I mean, Nash, he's just got some serious IQ going for him. He's just been able to bait these guys into pushing up into positions where he can kill them. He's positioning himself well to where he can bait the revive as well. Just a whole lot of baiting going on here from NashX. He's just playing this incredibly smart. So is the rest of his team. Swift's been getting a lot of really smart positions there as well. And I think that's really been what's winning them the game so far, is the fact that they're just outsmarting and out-positioning their opponents.
Along with that, out-fragging.
Yes.
They're just... The team is so much more coordinated on this map than they were on Icarus. I felt like they were probably a little bit more lost. It looks like they are going to be going A here. Not Joker calling out the double. Getting some nice shots down. Getting them 2 players down to at least under 20 HP. It looks like he does back up as NashX and Swift are getting ready to rotate and being prepared in case they push middle. NashX rotating all the way around. Omnistar NPC playing a good spots, holding the middle. Omnistar throwing a recon on site to try to see if there is a player on site, which there isn't. Exorcism holding it down from the middle as you see them getting ready to play for a retake. Now they know that NPC is up there. He gets headshotted by Exorcism. What a shot. Swift is still holding towards the middle. Now getting ready to rotate back. Ushot getting it down on Exorcism on the middle. That is a clutch down. Higher going for the bomb plant here, waiting for his teammates to be able to cover him, looking for the recon dart. It looks like a bounce nade does come out. C4 coming out, not getting a hit with the C4, and it does look like Exorcism did get up. Swift now getting ready with a nade. That's going to be a kill on higher, and now it's a 2v4. Swift getting it down here. Nashix trading it on Omnistar. Nashix getting another down on Chuck here. That looks like peeking in the Omnistar. Omnistar getting damage done. Not Joker knocking NPC with a C4. What a play.
I mean, that was some good stuff from both teams, but I think the guy that really sunk it for them was 2 people. Again, Swift and NashX. That cash money grenade to kill the bomb planter was huge. That basically gave them site control, well, an ability to peek into the site as well. And, I mean, sorry, what am I trying to say here? Let me formulate a coherent thought here for a second. Yeah, we've got NashX as well, just absolutely smacking kids on the stairs. You just really can't challenge this guy, apparently. He's so dang good with his gun.
I completely agree. I think hasn't used any other character but this character in scrims so far. He's very comfortable with the gun. He knows how to use it. And it does look like the util usage from both teams are just very strong right now as everyone's getting downs with nades. Nash is getting a lot of kills from his reveals, which is really strong in my opinion. And also just being able to fight a lot of the times now.
Yeah, it seems like the play is still to A. They're going to try and take down Not Joker. He's got a little bit extra health now. He's going to see the cross again, but is Uchuk baiting it? It looks like they're actually baiting the cross, trying to use their intel against them, but I mean, it's hard to trick these guys out, when they have so much intel other than just what they can see.
It does look like they did trick him out. Though, if you look. Oh!
He's
Forget what I'm saying. What a nade. They're going to get the revive up, but Nashix already off of B. No one on the B site. They get a kill on Exorcism. They're able to rotate B now. If they want to, they can rotate B for absolutely free, and no one's there. And it does look like that's what they're going to be doing. Swift now playing on the market, getting ready for the rotate as they do instantly res Exorcism. They already prepared for the rotate. They're already on the B site, ready to go.
Yeah, there's a lot of rotations coming out from Strike Packs, but another cash money grenade by Omnistar. Gonna take down Not Joker. Saint not going to be able to get the revive this time, as both Saints are now dead, and oh my goodness, this Nash, he's going to be getting a little bit of help here in the back, but higher, he's going to try and take down Swift with the knife, not quite managing to land the katana blow, and things are really starting to get out of control here, Trick. It's really looking like your prediction is starting to come true.
I Completely and 100% agree. I think that map Icarus, to be fair, in my opinion, is not a great map for competitive at the moment. So I think playing on a map like this is really more showing of how when teams actually play maps that are in the CMG map rotations and other tournament map rotations, that is just really paying off for them practicing this map. It does look like they are going to be dropping down. It looks like they are landing towards the middle, probably going to be going towards A. As you see, Hire starting to strain off to the right. As Hire looks like he could be going for a fake here, as the rest of his teams drop down towards the B bomb site. Omnistar and Ronin both getting ready to go, taking some shots. Nash is peeking. Looks like they are taking shots. I don't know where their talent is, though, at the moment. The talent is walking up middle, giving himself away, as it looks like they already are prepared for the bombs. And Omnistar and Uchuk on low HP, as Nashvex has to back up. 75 HP here. Exorcism holding the middle. Omnistar pushing to hold the position in their spawn. Nashvex seeing this, having to get away and reposition. It does look like he is going to try to play aggressive, as Nashvex gets it down with a nade, and Swift gets a trade as well. Empathy getting him the 1 HP, and Nashvex half HP. Swift 1 HP. Higher getting it down on Nut Joker here, fighting the kid middle. It looks like he is going to be trying to fight Exorcism here as well. Uchuk getting a trade. But it does look like Uchuk is going to get down here, and it looks like that's all going to be done, and Exorcism wins the fight middle. What a round by Team Strike Pack, being able to take that retake really strong.
Bomb neutralized. We're beaten.
It does look like Comica might be having technical issues.
Oh, you
here.
are correct. I was muted that whole time. I just was typing something to you, and I didn't want people to hear my clackety keyboard. But, yes, you're right. I was muted. But, anyways, what I was saying is that as long as you can keep NashX alive in the back, or anyone who's playing B alive in the back, it's much, much easier to retake. Because you've got that threat from the middle, you've got the threat from the spawn. As long as you don't give them control over either of those things, you're pretty much good to do the retake. And that's just been the modus operandi, or method of operation in English, for Strike Packs tonight on this map especially.
Strike Pack showing their dominance on this map. Why they are my prediction to be winning this best of 3 series here. It does look like we are going to be having Team Strike Pack going towards Team 1Mentality going towards A here, getting some shots on Nut Joker, making him back off the site, and it looks like they are getting already aggressive placements. Exorcism going really fast for a flank as Omnistar sets up stuff. Hire getting it down on Nut Joker with the sword. I'm not sure where he threw that from,
but
what a sword. Higher in their spawn, already able to take it. It does look like Nashvix is fighting that. Nashvix getting the down and get reach baked by Empathy. It looks like Swift getting the down on Uchuk as well. When we are now in a 2v2 situation here, as I believe it's Omistar getting a double down on the flank.
Yeah, it's a 2v2 situation now. Sight control into the hands of 1Mentality. He fired his, and now they're gonna fire theirs. NashX, he just wants as much intel as they're getting. Omistar, they seem to be setting up here. Empathy, he's gonna have a hard time getting off the site if he goes this way, if I'm totally honest with you. Now, his teammate is in a good position to help him out, but yeah, he's still got some great util for this. That's a cash money grenade. Again, if I have ever seen one, I think that's a smoke going down for him or something, because we can't see it. But yeah, they're pretty much got good sight control here. Plenty of time to get the defuse and get this final guy off of his spot.
It looks like Nashx and Swift are going to be pushing together here. It looks like Swift is going to get the kill on Omnistar here as they finish out that round. What is the round count here? 7-1 for Team Strike Pack, as they're absolutely dominating on this map.
Bomb neutralized.
Yeah, this really does seem to be their map, my friend. They went 7-1 on defense, and this is usually one of the maps that is a little bit more even-handed between attacking and defense. So, well, at least in recent history, it has been. Now, I'm sure we're going to be seeing a complete and utter shakeup here. Omistar and NashX obviously picking the Seeker. But, I mean, I don't think we're going to be seeing a complete shakeup from Strike Packs, because it worked pretty damn well for them, that setup. But I think we're going to be seeing something much, much different coming out from 1Mentality, as you see the Vi is already being put on the table.
I completely see that with you. I see that it looks like Team Strike Pack running with the exact same comp that they are running right now. It looks like they are going to be switching up a little bit, running that Dallas and running that Vi instead of running the Talon and a Ronin. I think that this could be a great composition for an offensive composition, being ready to try to take bomb sites fast.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have Dallas on that defending lineup, you're at a serious disadvantage reveal power-wise, because, I mean, you've still got the 2 revealing operators for the rogues for the other side in Strike Packs, but yeah. I mean, higher picking the Vi, I think that's a pretty good idea because that does really help you get back site control. And that seems to be something that their opponents, the strike packs, did very well. So, in my mind, if they play like that, they've got to have something in mind for how to play against it because, you know, you got to keep in mind, like, if it's your strength, then your opponents can obviously use that kind of thing too. So, I assume they know very well how to counteract their own strats.
I think they do know how to counteract their own strats. It does look like we are having a 2-2 setup. No one playing in the middle, which is very odd, so they don't even know. Now they obviously know because Dallas is running up the A bomb site. Higher Embassy should be calling that out as they do take shots. It looks like Embassy goes down to half HP. Higher peeking from the back. Exorcism being ready to go. Embassy holding stairs and holding lower as it looks like he's waiting for his team to rotate over to play a 4v4.
Yeah, there's nothing really they can do to stop them if they push Embassy here. No one's back there. You see, they do have a Vi coming up here, I do believe. Throws down a little bit of super hot fire, but he trades his own life for it. Saint Revive coming up here, and he's covering it. Or did he shoot his drone off? I think he shot his drone off. No, apparently it's just invisible and inaudible for me. So, yeah, that's a lot more site control going into the hands of the defenders now. They can have Vi definitely do some good stuff here, and they've got some more ability to counteract a push through. So might be a little bit of a rotate situation here, or it's going to be a full push try and ape the site situation here for strike packs.
I do think Strike Packs is going to try to potentially full ape the site if they don't. As you can see, Exorcism pushing down, trying to get knocked on Empathy. Not Joker getting higher down. Exorcism getting Empathy down. Almost start getting it down. What a quick round.
Yeah, I mean, returning to Monkey here apparently as they fully ape the site. That is, they didn't really have a whole lot of util to justify that, but I mean, they had positions and cannons, they had some good stuff, and they just have some good gun skill here is apparently the theme that we're seeing from strike packs. They just totally go in without a whole lot of util left, and they just get total dominance over the site. They divide and conquer. You see, they had what's his name on the other side. They had Embassy basically in a 1v1 because the Vi was not in a good position to help. I mean, sorry, Amistar was not in a great position to help him out because of the angle he was attacking him at. So just smartly attacked and, you know, strongly attacked by strike packs.
Again, it does look like we are seeing 1Mentality playing a 2-2, not really being able to tell when people are pushing sides. Embassy does peek, sees that there's at least 3 players. It does look like teams are rotating. Higher playing in a little bit of an aggressive position, getting held by Exorcism here. If Higher does peek, I think Exorcism might get a headshot. Exorcism backs up. They don't know Uchuk is close. Uchuk in a very good spot to capitalize if they try to run down middle with that revolver.
Yeah, they're being held very, very well here. Exorcism gonna get that nice pick on Vi, and the floodgates are about to open. Sitting very pretty here. I'm surprised they don't instantly check the spot. It's a very common spot, and he almost gets 2 for the price of his own life, but his teammates are gonna get absolutely wrecked there, but yeah, that's gonna be it, actually. That's gonna be it. That's a very tough round to give away. They were in such good positions to hold that off, in my personal opinion.
What a match from Team Strike Packs. Naxxas and Swift going crazy with a total of 32 downs in between them. That is a crazy round from them, as it does look like we are going to be going into a map 3. I'm curious to see what the map 3 is, as I actually can probably just look right now.
Yeah, we'll look together. It is going to be Favelas. I love that map.
What a map. What a game, though, that we just watched. I think that they just completely got out-aimed for 10 rounds.
All right, so can we just safely say here that Trench is going to be banned 100% this time?
I think he will be banned.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
No chance he doesn't get banned on a map like this. It is so incredibly easy to hold Garage with him, especially like on the defense. You can obviously do some good value with if you Kestrel ult it. Usually in a place like that, you have to keep your trophy systems very, very close in a situation like that. So that's one of the situations that you can wipe out all the trophy systems with a Kestrel ult or anything of that nature, or a bunch of knives. Yeah, you know what I'm saying here, Trick. But it makes it a lot less easy to hold on to that on the defense if you do get rid of the Trench. Now, it still remains to be seen if they'll actually do that. I'm sure, though, that 1Mentality is going to be picking defense in this map, as it is one of the most defender-sided maps.
I think they're gonna pick defender side as well, along with them absolutely banning trench. I think Scorch might get banned here, just because if they're gonna be banning a trench and they want to be able to take that small garage, Scorch is such a big part of taking that area of the map. If they do go ahead and try to do that, I think Scorch will be one of the biggest bans on this map. I do see an Anvil coming out in a situation where trench is banned though, just because of the Anvil defuse being able to put that down with on the A bomb site and the B bomb site with closing the garage. I also do think that Anvil is good playing in that small garage, putting his trophy systems there, is making sure that they cannot take that garage.
Yeah, honestly, if Trench gets banned again, which I'm sure he will be, I'm sure that we're going to be seeing an Anvil pick out of either team, both probably the attacking and the defenses, because he can be good on both. Let's be totally honest here. With that LMG, you can just totally just slam into the site, get some close quarters gunfight wins, especially on the A-bomb site, and get some solid plants off with the shield behind it. Shield can be very beneficial to regardless of what the site you're on. But yeah, I'm sure that in addition to that, we'll probably see a little bit of Dahlia being picked up with him. On this map, it's so dang important. Like, I'm sure that they're going to be picking a lot of flash grenades, so I'm sure that that is something going through the minds of both teams, is that their opponents are going to be picking some flash grenade characters, like probably not Chalk, or maybe even Chalk. Like, hell, Chalk is a very good player on this map, but also Talon can be a very annoying player because of the flash grenades as well. So Dahlia and Anvil might be a little bit of a pick here.
I think the Dahlia Anvil is a smart play in being able to avoid those flashbangs, as we do see that team 1Mentality is going to be choosing attack side first, which absolutely I completely agree with.
I can agree with
Hear me out here though, because this map is super defensive sided. Uchuk picking the attack knows that they're probably gonna be able to win hopefully 2 or 3 rounds, maybe even 4 on the attacking side. Defense is such an easy part of favelas that I think that them picking offense first is giving them more of an advantage.
So what you're saying is give the other team the more advantageous side first, and if you can beat them a couple of times, it like boosts your own morale and drops their morale because they should be winning basically every single round. Is that what you're saying?
That's 100% what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can see it from that perspective as well, Trick. I think that's a solid decision from Uchuk. It's a risky one, but it might pay off. It's bold move, Cotton, but will it pay off? We're going to be getting in here with the bans and the picks very, very soon. Uchuk did just now pick, and so that means Nashex and Strike Packs have to ban first. And I'm sure that because they're on the defense, they're not going to be banning Trench, if that's just my assessment. Uchuk probably going to ban Trench, but I'm kind of curious to see who they're going to pick. Like you said, might be a Scorch, might be... I don't think they're going to ban Vi, even though it's very beneficial to have Vi on the attack. It's also very beneficial on the defense. So I'm a little bit conflicted here. I'm really conflicted here, Trick. What do you think? Estral, that's the answer.
Wow. I was about to say I'm conflicted, but I think Kestrel will be banned, as it looks like it is banned. I think that is a great ban for this map, as he's able to take small garage with his Kestrel. He's able to take inside of the garage, shooting it through the window. He's able to take so many parts of the map on that top bomb site, as to where I think even on defense as well, Kestrel's really good at retaking and being able to play against teams that are potentially running an Anvil or potentially running like a Saint. They're able to make sure that they can't even get those revives up. Now, I'm curious to see whether Uchuk bans Trencher. If he doesn't ban Trench, then this is a GG 8-0. On defense, because they have a trench.
Yeah, it's going to be, especially without the Kestrel or anything like that, it's going to be so very difficult to break any defensive setup that they have, if they have the trench. So I'm sure that Uchuk is probably thinking, oh crap, what did I pin myself into here? Now I have to ban trench. And it's because, I don't know, obviously it's not the worst thing in the world. They're probably planning on banning Trench, but the Kestrel is definitely not going to be too helpful, especially when they've had some good Kestrels on their team like Higher. So I'm not too surprised that Nash picked it. It's probably a little bit more of a target ban in addition to a smart ban in general for the map.
I completely agree. I think that this is one of Kestrel's stronger maps, and I think that this could potentially be a reason that they banned it. Uchuk is typing right now. It does look like he is going to be putting his ban in. Let's find out what it is. What do you think it'll be?
It's Anvil, not Trench. Anvil, not Trench. That is...
Wow.
I don't know about that one, bro. Obviously, they've got their plan in their mind. Maybe they're going to be using Trench on attack, too. So, I mean, maybe.
One thing I've seen Team Strike Pack do in CMG tournaments and other tournaments is that I've seen that team run Anvil on this map. So maybe they're thinking VOD review that they run Anvil more than everything else, that they're able to win that, be able to make that character that runs the Anvil flex off onto like an MXR. in which the MXR isn't as strong as the other character.
Yeah, I can guarantee you that we're going to be seeing both Seeker Saint again. But, yeah, who else? We're going to be definitely seeing a Trench, maybe hell, even a Dahlia here, because you can get those extra grenades. It's just going to be a whole lot of grenades. You've kind of opened up a little bit of a can of worms here by allowing Trench. It allows for a whole lot of explosives, but it also allows for a whole lot of denial of the explosives. It just really depends on how these guys play their attacks. I'm sure, you know what? I'm pretty sure that is exactly why they didn't ban Trench. They're probably going to pick Trench on the attack to deny anything coming in from Seeker, like the bounce grenades, as well as being able to have a whole lot of explosives of their own. Trick. I think that's actually not the worst pick I've ever seen.
I think that it is a good pick if they're thinking of how the other team plays. But I think Anvil is a good pick in general, just because I feel like Anvil is still one of the stronger rogues in the game. People play him on maps like Factory. They play him on Favelas, for example. They play him on a lot of maps that, particularly teams that when they don't run those maps, they lose. So I think that Anvil on this map is a particular character that if you don't have that character and the other team does, you're gonna lose. As we do see Nashx pull out his first pick, and obviously we already know what it is. He obviously picks Seeker because he's a one-trick Seeker. But it does look like we do have Uchuk picking the Seeker for his side. That is a good pick for both sides. Seeker's been picked every single map over characters such as Dallas and Talon, even though they've both been picked last map, as we saw. And it does look like Uchuk is going to be picking Saint, which is a good pick in my opinion. Like, I think Saint is better than Dahlia at this point, but based off of the C4s and the smokes, it does look like Nashx is going to be picking a Vi as his second pick, and he's picking his third pick right now. I hope it is a Trench. Imagine if no Trenches ran, and he is going to pick Dahlia. He picked Dahlia.
He's going to pick Trench as his last one, 100%.
I think Trench will be his last pick. I'm curious to see if Uchuk pulls out
Chalk. I don't know. Against a Trench, that's going to be very difficult.
But Nash hasn't picked the Trench yet, so he's probably thinking in his head this could be a way of breaking trophies, and he instantly picks Trench. And I think they're going to pick Trench for the last. I don't think Uchuk's going to pick Trench right now. I think he'll pick him on the second half.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Other than just the trophies and the denial of any grenades coming out from Dahlia, honestly, it would be very difficult if they don't, because they have. How many grenades is that? That's like 3 grenades coming out there, dude. Like, that's.
Do they pick a Ronin?
And
it looks like they picked Dallas. Ooh, that's a really smart play, picking a Dallas, because of the way his Molotovs are going to work, along with him having EMPs that break the trophies and the barbed wire. That's a great pick.
I can see the reason for the pick. Although I think it's going to be really difficult with the amount of explosives that their opponents have and the amount of lack of ability for them to use the explosives in return, potentially, if they don't get those EMPs down on point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to use one EMP to take down each barbed wire in Trenches too. So if the Trench plays it very, very well, then the Dallas EMPs is not going to be that big of a deal for him. But yeah, I mean, I think you were mentioning about how the Chalk being picked, I think that really hammered down the pick on Trench even more, because the Chalk necessitates the Trench at this point, because if you got no trophies, you're basically asking to get flash grenaded for free.
Oh, with the pick of the Chalk, I do think that Team 1Mentality is going to play super aggressive. They're going to be trying to get in your face, maybe not even going in the small garage, but going through concrete, pushing the site, and potentially going A lot more than most teams usually do. Their team name is 1Mentality. I guess their mentality is probably going to be, we're going to W key these people and hope it works.
Yeah, all on the same page here, as it does look like we are going to be starting it up here, wasting absolutely no time here, Trick. And we will be getting in here with the final map of the night, Favelas. I am so pumped. These teams have some interesting setups. They've played it very well so far, both of them. But I gotta say, Strike Pack's definitely on a little bit more of a high note, a little bit of a more, ego high right now. Hopefully they're not high off their own ego, and they play this as smart as they did in the last one. But I'm sure the memory of the Icarus is going to make them say, hey, we got to give these guys a little bit of respect. We can't just totally go and try and ape them like we did in the last map.
I think both teams are going to be playing super a lot more, I think, passive in a way, because it is map 3. This is their first league match. If they go 0-1, it's going to not look good for each other. They're going to be like, all right, so why did we lose? They're going to get frustrated. I think that the tides have turned, though, to where Strike Pack's team is a little bit more in a groove. They felt each other out on that map. They're ready to get into the third map, ready to win. As to where I think one momentum or one momentum, one mentality, excuse me, is hungry for this win. I think they're going to be getting in their face. I think they're a little bit frustrated right now, but I think this first round is going to tell really for us how it's going to play out. Because if they don't win the first round, they're going to already get in their heads about what they did wrong. They're going to start getting upset with each other.
Yeah, like we said in the very beginning, whoever can keep their cool through into the end is the team that wins, because that is a seriously symptomatic problem of the entire Roco community. Like, if you find a teammate that can keep their cool in games like this, you have found a freaking diamond in the rough, dude. Like, serious. Everybody in this game that I've seen gets pissed full tilt very easily. But Nashx and the guys, obviously not like that. I've seen them many, many times in these situations, and they are calm, cool, and collected. So that's definitely giving them an edge right now. Trick.
I see that as well, as the team is very calm. If you look at the composition, though, I see 4 players on B right now for Team Strike Pack. They didn't even care about A. They were like, go there if you want to. We don't need it.
Trophy.
It does look like they did shoot 1 trophy, though, from one of Not Joker's trophies, showing the inexperience of not playing Trench a lot and not knowing where to place the trophies. It looks like he already threw one of his barbed wires down as well. He gets mollied off the wall here, and it looks like Hire is trying to walk through his trophy. Not Joker can't peek and get an angle here. Hire getting hit for 24. Omnistar, that actually was a very good bait. It looks like Hire doesn't know what he's doing on chalk, because he just didn't break the glass. And it looks like Ezra's getting ready for a push as Nax is holding A.
Yeah, I mean, I did see what happened to his first trophy. It actually ate the Seeker arrow, and it wasn't shot. He did save the second one from being shot that time. He's actually got a pretty decent spot here, but if Empathy can just get him through the middle here, he's going to really need some help from his teammates. He's already preemptively throwing down the other barbed wire just in case. I mean, I think that they've kind of pigeonholed themselves in here now on the attack, as Empathy probably not going to be able to get out of here. Wow, that completely surpasses my expectations. You would think that Not Joker, even with little health he had, would peek out for that when he's that low health.
I didn't think Embassy would make it out with there. I don't know if you saw what I saw, but Hire uses ultimate, so he is not able to get himself revived or use HP during this retake. What a nade by Nashx. Misses a little bit long, though. As he gets the arrow, Exorcism gets it down. I don't believe they called that. He dropped down lower. He looks like he didn't. Yuchuk getting a shot down, coming back up for a bomb play, and that's the round time.
Yeah, they ran out of time, but I mean, I was about to say the good thing is that none of them got really downed, but they just kind of put their controllers down and let themselves die at the end there, so kind of adding insult to injury at the end there. But yeah, that's gonna really help out Not Joker, because him having to buy trophies in the first round really puts him in a position where he has to get kills, and I think he got 2, so he should have enough for an AR right now, I would think. But maybe he totally didn't. Maybe he didn't. Maybe I'm just doing my maths wrong in my head. But yeah, Trench and Dahlia can be characters like that you have to really get kills with in the first round. Otherwise, you're a little bit behind on the econ.
I believe that as well. I think that that round was so crucial to the success of the Trench. And it does look like instead of buying a gun, Yuchuk bought an EMP to break the barbed wires, which makes Not Joker have to throw a second barbed wire. It does look like we are seeing a 3-1 setup here. Yuchuk getting ready to shoot Not Joker, holding the angle. Embassy getting murdered with the smoke, getting shot down by Swift. It looks like they are going to be playing, trying to get Not Joker to peaks where they get a kill. Yuchuk chucking the molly, and it looks like they do have control of sight.
Yeah, Joker's just turtling it up. He instead of buying a gun, he went for 3 trophies and 2 gases. I think that's actually a decent play if you can trust your teammates enough to hold you down, and apparently he definitely does. They're holding down the site pretty well, using a lot of their utility right now, but I mean, yeah, they're really pigeonholing their opponents in here. If he can get this kill, Not Joker, that's a really great 2-piece to get. I mean, getting up is Yuchuk, so he might be able to keep this push alive, but Swift going down on the site, Hire going down on the site is going to be making things very difficult.
They crushed us. Run it again.
And that's going to be the round. As you see, the push inside of the bomb site worked directly in the way they wanted it to, getting both those players down and be able to have an angle on the small garage. As we do see a 2-0 lead coming in from Strike Pack.
I mean, yeah, like you said, it's going to be very difficult for, well, like both of us said, I guess you could say, them pushing into this trench is just something that's going to be so hard for them to do. And that's kind of making me think, like, why would you ban Anvil instead of that? I mean, obviously Anvil has his benefits as well, but do they really outweigh the Trench's benefits of him being in? That still remains to be seen, as strike packs are up 2-0. It's not like it might have changed this result right now, but this is because it's still a very defender-sided map. But, I mean, it definitely doesn't help that they're not able to push this Trench very hard.
I think that the not having a trench is a very, like, not having an anvil, excuse me, is a very big thing. Oh, Omistar locks his teammate in, and Exorcism gets the down. Omistar trying to trade the down, gets it walking. It looks like Hire did use his ultimate here, so they are to be sticking, but they are going to be peeking. Dash is trying to peek, getting Omistar to 18 HP. It looks like Swift got a double down on Yuchuk and Emphasis, and it's all up to Omistar here to clutch this out, as he is already getting found.
All friendlies eliminated.
And that is going to be it for the round. It looks like Nashix does come in and get that last kill for them. I didn't even notice Swift got a very big kill there, getting a double down in the small garage to make that a 1v4.
Yeah, this econ's about to be out of control, Trick. You see only one singular down for all of 1Mentality, and a whole lot more than that going into the hands of the defenders. As if it wasn't already hard enough to attack on this map, it's just become even harder with the fact that they are just not getting their downs for the money.
I see that as well. I think that this is the first round to where Omistar's team, 1Mentality, is to be able to have double utility here and have enough utility to maybe even push out this trench here.
Yeah, they might be getting to that point, but I really don't know if not Joker's going to be getting hit that easily.
Let's lock this
He's
down.
going to be throwing some stuff down. They're obviously wasting some of his util. And Omistar, oh my god, that was so close. That is just the danger of having Trench in here. It's so hard to contest him, but he can totally contest you if you're not paying attention.
It does look like they did get called out by Not Joker, that the bomb is rotating. Nashix already here, ready to fight this. Swift and Exorcism playing up top, still waiting for the players stuck up there. And it looks like Swift does get it down on Yuchuk here as the 7-6 goes out and the bomb is going down. Higher getting the bomb off. Nashix throwing a nade there. Looks like he's not gonna be able to get the nade kill as Swift gets another down up top on Empathy, and there's 3 players up top looking. Higher getting resing himself, getting down by Exorcism. Omistar getting knocked by Not Joker, and Nashix gonna be able to peek this, and it looks like Nashix does get the kill on Higher, and that is a 4th round.
I'm not gonna lie, these rounds have been looking pretty dominant and well played on all accounts from strike packs, but I would really expect a lot better from 1Mentality. They just don't seem to know how to push this trench. That's just, they just didn't seem prepared for it. Maybe they just didn't understand the gravity of the situation of letting them play trench, but maybe they just forgot about it entirely because he's been not in play every single map so far. But yeah, definitely coming in and making a solid appearance now is the Trench. He is really making a world's worth of difference with them not being able to push in there like that.
I see the same thing you do. I think that them not banning trenches is just a big factor in why they are down 4-0 right now. I think that the trench pick is actually really causing them issues, and then the only way, in my opinion, to win these rounds is if they go, hey, it does look like Exorcism does push up close and is going to be able to back out for free. It looks like he's just baiting to call people out to see how many people are there. He looks like he did spot out 3 out of the 4, shooting the glass, shooting wide, shooting at Yuchuk here. It does look like NPC jumps up and gets him the 5 HP, but NPC gets traded to 1 HP. Not Joker, 1 HP in small garage. Yuchuk pushing the garage.
He's going in. He's going for him. He's going to have the angle advantage, but not Joker repositioning adequately. But the C4 come in. He's gonna, I think, eat it with a trophy, but regardless, he's coming around the corner and a 3-man push him. That is finally them taking care of the Trench. And in fact, he had a trophy in his back pocket, so it's gonna help them out even more, the taking down of the Trench. They killed him so fast that Dahlia wasn't even able to get a revive on him, and now definitely on the back foot is strike packs.
Looks like Omistar does get a double down there on Nashix and Exorcism, all up to Swift here. So Yuchuk peeking Swift, and Yuchuk getting the first shot. Swift 4 HP, throwing a smoke down, and it does look like Yuchuk is trying to fight him for the last kill, but it does look like Empathy gets it from the back.
Yeah, he was really trying to stay alive there. That is a great round to win. I mean, regardless of, at least they're not going to get 8-0'd here. If they can get like 1 or 2 more out of this, then I would argue that this is a very successful attack, and the not banning of the Trench will be worth it because they'll have him on the next side. I guess it's kind of like a test to see who can play Trench better here, Trick. I think that's the idea behind this, is that they think that they can play Trench better than strike packs can play Trench.
I think the same thing as well, to be honest with you. I think that this is a big match of just, this is going to be the match of the trenches. Whoever can play the better trench, you can see that they figured out how to beat him. Maybe they're going to send someone over to help Joker to keep him alive in a situation like that next time, instead of being able to just letting him get 3v1'd. It does look like Not Joker is throwing a trophy system close on the garage to block anything from breaking the wire. It does look like Exorcism is getting some shots down, getting one person low HP along with him getting low. NPC throwing the smokes. They've been playing super fast here for this push. Yuchuk chucking the Molotov, and he's able he's not gonna have to push into small. He just has to make sure no one peeks him.
You see,
it looks like this.
Swift is really there to help him out here. He's gonna force Dallas off with a grenade throw, and Not Joker. He's got a little bit of, I think, barbed wire in his hand, so he can totally stem off any push that comes in here. This is a great stabilization from the defenders and a great pickup as well, and now things might start to fall apart for them again.
Is going to get that finish on higher here, which makes it a 3v4 situation. What a down, killing their entry fragger as Exorcism pushes in the site, gets down by Empathy. Yuchuk getting a double down there. 2v2 situation here. Dahlia down as well. He's going to try to get that thirst onto him. One is flanking. I believe that is Nashix coming up. Omistar gets it down on Nashix, and the last one, they do know where he is. Not Joker getting shots on the Yuchuk, getting him the 1 HP. Yuchuk getting so lucky with the bloom.
That is a tough shot to miss for Not Joker. He's going to be trying to toss in a little bit of gas grenades, but I don't think he quite hits it because of the glass. He's got a bat in hand, and he is ready to try and hit Omistar. They don't quite know he's here. Actually, they do know he's here, as Omistar pivots very, very well. He's trying to keep himself alive. They're just pivoting around this trench right here. The man we were talking about, it's all on him now up against Seeker and Dallas.
It does look like Not Joker is going to try finding the best angle. He might catch Omistar and Yuchuk in the same corner. If you're able to get a bat off, no, he's not. 5 HP on him, and it looks like Omistar is going to get the kill. What a round from Omistar and Yuchuk, clutching up when needed.
That game was all Yuchuk, like for real. He got 2 incredible kills, and in fact, that really helped Omistar when he got flanked up the back. Because if those 2 kills did not come out from Yuchuk, Omistar probably would not have been able to get that kill on Nashix for free. He probably would have gotten downed, or maybe not even been able to get the down himself, because there would be 3 people on him instead of just 1. So Yuchuk definitely play of the game so far right there.
It does look to me like Nashix is having a little bit of struggle on this first half here, trying to get things together here. Only 3 downs compared to what he had the last 2 maps, which was a very high number. I believe the last map he had 10 through the first 4 rounds, and the map before that having like 9. So it looks like he is having a little bit of struggle here through the 6 rounds. Let's hope he can bring it back and help his team.
I mean, to be fair to Nashix, he's been playing on the offsite every single time and having to rotate into combat. So that's why, oh man, Exorcism already getting beamed. They're going to try and get him back up, but without the Saint, it's going to be a difficult task as Dahlia has to go for the hard res, and they're going to get that full kill and site control. Now coming out here, Not Joker, he's going to get peeked through the window, so he's in a little bit of a tough spot here. But I mean, they can totally turtle up in here. This is at least a safe area for them so far, as long as they don't get picked from there.
Getting a double down with 2 grenades. They're getting a 3rd down onto Empathy, and it looks like we are in a 1v3 here.
Oh,
Yuchuk gets batted by Joker. What a round by Swift.
That was a very cash money grenade by Swift. Again, we've been seeing those all night from these guys. They definitely know their nade spots and their angles and how to properly cook them. That is a well done grenade, well cooked grenade in terms of talking about stakes here. But anyways, we still got 1 more round for Yuchuk and the likes of 1Mentality to take this one out of it and have it still be worth it. I would say that this is a pretty dang good attack, all things considered, on this map. But if they get 1 more, then that is a solid attack. That's about average, I would say.
I think if they get 1 more round, that is great for their momentum, especially going to the last round. They're able to just be able to go into the next half saying, we got more rounds than most people do on this map offensively. Let's just close it out on defense and let's win this map.
Yeah, when I said about average, I meant above average. That's my bad, a little bit of a slip of the tongue. But anyways, Not Joker getting his usual setup here. And Chalky's got a knife in hand. Is he going to try and burn one of those early? Speaking of getting burned early, Empathy gets utterly wrecked as he pushes out without any help into the mouth of the beast. That's a great double kill from higher, though. Holy freaking mackerel. He's going to try and smoke him and allow the Trench, who definitely has the healing capabilities now to get this in 3 seconds up. They're pushing right on through this, but Chalk has definitely a lot of health here. They're kind of pigeonholed in here, but if they can get this Dahlia kill, then they're in a good spot.
It does look like they do get that Dahlia kill, as though it looks like Omistar might be able to get away with getting into the bomb site and getting a kill here, or it looks like he will be trying to rotate the bomb off to A, as no one can see the rotate. Higher getting aggressive on to Not Joker, making sure that he's not peeking. Swift back still on 1 HP. Yuchuk getting a downer, exorcism from Garage, trying to peek Higher. Higher peeking Not Joker, half HP. Swift needs to get this kill.
Oh no!
Higher!
Well, the good thing is he does stuff his Dahlia res and he saves it. He saves him so far. Now it's a 2v1. Huge from Swift. He does get taken down though. And now it's all on Omistar, not Joker. Oh no, he didn't see it coming. And that is a huge round from Omistar and Higher. And the rest of 1Mentality. It might have been 2 that wins there, but it's going to be 1Mentality as a whole that reaps the benefits. That is a huge take for them.
That is a huge round for their momentum and just them in general. Higher getting a double down to make that clutch. Yuchuk getting some clutch downs there. Swift almost clutching that with his sword. What a game we're having here. What a series.
This has just been an incredible opener to this season. I feel privileged to cast this. You see, Empathy, he's not going to be taking out the trench, and he has a level of mastery, which makes me believe that he does have a little bit of experience with him. You see, they go Dahlia Trench again. This is definitely the way to go. But you do see they do come in with a little bit of a Ronin instead of a Vi or a Saint. No Saint at all, in fact, for Not Joker and the boys. They don't... What? They don't pick a Saint at all. I mean, obviously, because they have the Dahlia, they can still get the reses, but... Yeah, what am I trying to say here? Yeah, they have no Saint for either team, which is a little bit off-ball for the match as a whole. It's not the worst thing, though.
Where it's not the worst thing because they both have Dahlias. I think that this is whenever a trench is played, Dahlia will most likely be played just for the double nade. I'm curious on what they're gonna be, what team One Momentum is gonna be doing as they're giving up the A bomb site with Omnistar kind of playing more looking towards B with a 4-man up at A. It does look like they are waiting for the smoke. Smokes get down. Not Joker getting the plan. It does look like they are gonna be playing a retake.
Find it and defuse it.
Yeah, he planted it right at the edge there, though. Not Joker getting away scot-free, though. You see, the Dahlia is going to be linked with Ronin, which I'm a little bit curious about. Maybe she didn't buy any util in the first round. That grenade in the bottom corner of her screen is a misnomer. She doesn't actually have that. It's just a little bit of a visual glitch. But maybe she's saving early on because they know that, you know, if you do lose this initial attack, which is likely, then you won't have anything on the next round to shoot people with other than your pistol.
It does look like we do see Higher coming out with the down as they're getting revive up. Yuchuk walking up long. Nashik's holding it. Not Joker getting it down on Higher with his Ronin dart. Putting trophies down. Getting ready for the defuse. Empathy holding an angle. Bounce nade coming out. 2 nades missing. Empathy trying to hold them off. It looks like the bomb getting it down. It looks like the bomb is going to go off.
That is a great round to win on the attack. Off rip for them. That is going to immensely hamper the economy of, say, Trench. You see, he's not going to be able to buy a gun again. Unlike how main man Not Joker was able to buy a gun but just didn't. He's not going to be able to buy a gun or both of the things that he had in that initial round. So he's going to be basically stuck with just trophies, and I think he's going to be able to get some gas grenades here, but that could also put him at risk again if they lose this round without him getting it down again.
I see a chance for him not getting it down there, a chance for Team Strike Pack to be able to obviously get another round here. Having not a gun and potentially not 3 trophy systems is going to be huge. As we do see Yuchuk playing close to the A bomb site as Higher's playing up towards B. I'm curious to see if Yuchuk is going to let them try to plant for free and then shoot them as they're planning, or is he going to let them just wait? But it doesn't look like it is a fake smoke, and they are going to go up towards B. Not Joker with the bomb going up towards B as Omistar's low HP. Trench not playing in small at all. Small given for free.
That is absolutely huge. The fact that they were able to get Empathy to give that up. Nashek's now in there. He's going to totally light him up like a Christmas tree. Now on the back foot, but not totally down and out here yet. Nashek's going to get all the intel he needs, and he probably revealed just about all of them right there, letting his teammates know that no one is going to be coming for a flank. Huge knife again from Higher, though, and they close the old garage door. Trying to get this revive off, but they're not going to be able to get it. Probably a little bit of smoke there because of the missed shots. But yeah, they're going to try and fry Not Joker here. Nashek's, who is still on a little bit of a pistol run here, is going to be holding garage, though, potentially play spoiler.
It does look like we are going to see Yuchuk and Omnistar, the dynamic duo of these last 3 matches, going up against in a 2v3, trying to win out this round. We do see them splitting up a little bit as it looks like Omnistar is going to get it down. Omnistar might be able to peek Exorcism here as the smoke does go down for the revive. They must hear the revive and they might push for it, but Nashix is holding the angle. Nashix holding the wide angle. Exorcism getting it down with a sword, and Nashix coming in with his pistol and going crazy.
Wow. Apparently, it is looking like Nashix and Strike Packs are definitely playing the trench better here. It was a risk that they tried to take, but Empathy with only 1 down his entire map so far. He's going to finally get his gun because he wasn't able to really buy too much. And now, something interesting that I've seen is, I don't know, a lot of people for trench, they've been picking not the MXR, but the other gun instead. God, the name of the gun is...
The HRM?
Yes, the HRM. Honestly, it's very, very good in close range. Not to say that the MXR isn't if you can hit your shots, but the fire rate is just about almost double, but the damage is only like 3 less or 4 less per shot. So is it really worth it taking the MXR still?
It does look like we are seeing Team Strike Pack going for A here, dropping the smoke. Yuchuk getting a nade, Exorcism getting a double headshot out of Log. It does look like Omnistar is going to throw his nade in replacement of his, but the bomb is going to go down and we're going to be in a 4v3 retake.
That's a tough one, but oh, Dahlia instantly getting up the Ronin. That was planned, my friend. Ronin holding the mid and just getting around that corner. That is exactly why they did that. Nash on the flank now as well. I'm sure he's going to be able to get some good kills here. He smacks Empathy now higher in the hot seat, as he really, really needs to get Empathy up. He's just gonna try and thread the... Oh, he does thread the needle there a little bit, Nashix. Great aim with the grenade, kind of, and with the gun. I'm still amazed that he was able to fit it through that little tiny crevice.
And it does look like Team 1 Momentum is going to be losing that round due to not being able to get the bomb defused. And we're in an 8-3 here. And it does look like we are going to be going to potentially the last round. I wouldn't say the last round because I do think Team Momentum does have a very good chance of coming back as they are on defense. But we just need to see what they can do on this half.
Again, their econ is going to be totally surpassing their opponents right now. So, assuming Strike Packs have picked the proper throwables and things like that, or the upgrades, which I'm sure that they have. These guys are like some of the smartest and the best players in the game. So anticipating them making a little bit of a mistake in what they pick is not very likely. Oh, he's going to be getting a little bit of intel here for them is Omistar, but yeah, still holding it off, keeping both options open. Swift going to get caught in the middle a little bit, so that is going to further hamper any attack coming out from Strike Packs so far.
It does look like Swift does get revealed by Omistar's bow, but it does like they are going to be looking like ending towards a B, getting smoked down, pushing the bomb site. Bomb site is going to be looking a little bit free as Omistar is the only one trying to hold the bomb site. It does look like they do have Trench in small garage, making sure that they cannot take it. 2 sensor darts going down, a nade going down, and it looks like a bow and arrow shot going down as Yuchuk's holding the back, throwing a nade, running dart down, planting the bomb. Omistar pushing in, see if he can get a free pick. He gets them to half HP, and then the door closes.
Oh man, that is a great bomb plant situation for the likes of... Oh man, actually, as I'm saying that, Seeker does get the better of Nashix, which is not totally the end of the world. Dahlia gonna have to go for a hard res though. And you see, he does actually finish him off there. Exorcism getting a nice little trade out though, and finishing off the kill completely unhindered. Now, we're going to be seeing good old Omistar trying to hold it down again. Oh, he totally gets smacked again by Exorcism, who's having a great final go here, and it's all on Yuchuk again.
Does look like Yuchuk is in a 1v3. They are pushing out. They know where he is, and it looks like that nade is going to get Joker. They're going to get Yuchuk, excuse me, and that's going to be a 9-3 victory for Strike Packs.
Man, dude, that was... I'm a little bit disappointed, I'm going to be totally honest with you here, Trick. I thought that 1Mentality would definitely bring it a lot more than they did, but I mean, the fact that they tried to chow them on the trench pick, it was definitely not the smartest of things. It was a high risk, high reward type of situation, but they got the bad end of the risk, and that was not very close as we thought it would be. But yeah, that just goes to show you that Trench is now new meta, obviously. So yeah, 1Mentality going to be losing 1-2. They took the first map, but Strike Pack doing the reverse sweep and snagging the second 2 right after that. And so all that we're really going to see, though, is not necessarily how close it was. is the fact that Strike Pack has 1 win and 0 losses, and 1Mentality has 0 wins and 1 loss.
All in all, I think that was a really good game to watch. I think that both teams showed a lot of potential. I think that 1Momentum from a team that I personally don't know a lot about and have never not seen them play a lot really showed a lot to me as players. I think that that team has a lot of potential, and if they keep grinding and playing this league, I do see them being able to make the playoffs.
Yeah, they definitely seem like they have some good stuff, some good gun skills, some good plays, and some good teamwork for the most part. I think the main thing that sunk them here, I'm just going to say it again, not banning the trench. That really, really sunk them because Empathy, God bless him, he was not able to output exactly what Joker was able to. He held that thing down. It was like a fortress. But Empathy, he went down the first game and he just wasn't able to get really anything going because he wasn't able to deal with the lack of economy, the economic issues that come along with Trench like good old Joker was, because he was able to get a whole lot of kills. Empathy only got 1 the entire map.
I didn't know he only got one down the entire map. Now that I'm thinking about it, that does make sense for the economy wise. I think that this was a good match to cast just for a first match of the Rouge Company Player League. This is a very interesting map to watch, a very interesting type of players to play, and I really do think that this is going to be a great way for players who are new to the scene to show off their skills.
Big facts. I mean, losing to Strike Pack, they're one of the best teams in the game. So 1Mentality, if they let this be a reason that they, kick some players off the team, I think that would be horrible. I think that would be a big bad decision on their part because they looked really, really good, and only minor clerical errors really got the game out of their hands. I mean, Strike Pack, they just had better picks, they had better knowledge. They seem to be on the same level for the most part, gun skill-wise, but Strike Packs, they just thoroughly outsmarted them, outplayed them, outpositioned them. And 1Mentality, those are things that you can catch up on if you do things like VOD review, sticking together, getting the team chemistry up, and you can't do that if you kick people off the team. That's something I've been trying to nail into the heads of the Rouge Company community for a long time, but we still see teams change every single day.
I would take this as a big learning experience, in my opinion, for Team 1Mentality. Now you know how one of the best teams in the game play. Now you can adapt what they did, go back into a VOD, adapt what they did, and put it into your own strat book and be able to win rounds that you think you should have won. I think that the scores didn't show what really happened in the game. A 9-1 and a 9-3. That really didn't show, in my opinion, what this team is capable of. I think this team is close to where Strike Pack is. It sounds biased. I know that we're bringing up Strike Pack, but 1Mentality is a really good team, and I think that they do have a lot of potential in their growth. It's just I would take this as a learning experience, bounce back the next week, and show people what they have.
Yeah, 100%. I can completely agree with that there, Trick. But yeah, I mean, that's all that we're going to get for tonight, guys. Unfortunately, that is the only match that we are casting tonight. I would love to do more, but I guess that's a good place to leave off for the night. Leave both you and me wanting more of this stuff. You guys will definitely come back for the next one. I'm definitely going to come back for this next one. I'm sure the players will be back as well. We've got more teams other than just these guys, and you guys should definitely drop that follow and keep on watching this as the scene develops even more. We're still in the beginnings of the Rouge Company esports era here, Trick. So anything you want to say on this before we take it to a close?
Good games from both of the teams. I hope you guys stick around. Come watch some other games that we're going to be having later in the week, potentially next week. And yeah, I think this is a great start for the competitive scene of Rouge Company, actually having a set league where players can play weekly and be able to play, kind of like an ESCA type event. And I'm really excited to see the future.
Indeed. And on that note, we will leave you guys with what you just saw and a yearning for more. We will catch you guys all in the next instance of Rouge Company Player League. Make sure you guys tune in the next time. We'll see you.